these people were being so harsh towards the Prophet ﷺ, he still had lots of trust, because obviously the Prophet ﷺ was known as Al-Amin, the trustworthy, and people used to entrust him with lots of different things. So he didn't want to break any of those trusts and not fulfill his obligations. So he had charged Hazrat Ali radiallahu anhu with the role of executing those trusts, and he informed him, that this thing needs to go to that person and this to the other person and whatnot. And he also asked Hazrat Ali to sleep in his bed, so it would appear as if the Prophet ﷺ was in the bed. So Hazrat Ali did so, and he was covered in the red cloak of the Prophet ﷺ. So for anyone looking in from outside, which they did periodically, it would still seem as if Hazrat Ali was there. And the Prophet ﷺ reassured him, don't worry, nothing serious is going to happen to you as a result of this. So the Prophet, he left the house, and as I mentioned, they hadn't seen him, and then he made his way towards Thawr, and on the outskirts of the city, he actually met Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, and they moved together. Now, in terms of where the actual cave is, it's actually on the opposite side of Mecca, to where the Holy Prophet ﷺ had, where his home was, about 3 miles. And it's generally accepted, especially back then, to have been quite rough terrain and quite a difficult trek. So it wasn't an easy journey, particularly given the backdrop and the circumstances. So they made their way up, and they eventually reached the cave. And Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, he was the first one to go in. He had to squeeze in order to get into the cave, which gives you an idea of the size of the cave. And Hazrat Abu Bakr wasn't known to be a large man, so in terms of his weight. So anyhow, moving back to Medina, we still have the Quraysh waiting, and they're there and they're waiting, and they keep peeking through. They see this body, this figure within, that's in this red cloak, and then in the morning, they realize that the Prophet ﷺ is not there anymore. So I mean, they're absolutely outraged, completely outraged. They take Hazrat Ali, and they assault him. They don't harm him in a serious kind of way, but they assault him. Then they rush across to the house of Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, and Hazrat Asma is there radiallahu anha, and they assault her too. In fact, Abu Jahl does, and they're very, very rude to her as well. And they can't find him there. So it's at that point that this manhunt begins. So they put out this bounty, and they say, okay, 100 camels. Whoever can find the Prophet ﷺ, 100 camels to them. And that's a huge amount, 100 camels. So you can imagine people from all across the city then begin to look for the Prophet ﷺ, and they follow his tracks. And the tracks lead up to a point where the cave basically is, and they can't see the Prophet ﷺ. So they joke amongst each other and say, oh, he must have flown to the heavens. And then someone else says, oh, check the cave, and they say, no, there's no way that he can be in the cave. These are known to be dangerous places, and this isn't a place that someone would go. But nevertheless, they do go and check. And as they check, they come so close to the cave that Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu becomes very, very concerned for the safety and well-being of the Prophet ﷺ. Throughout the whole journey, he was very concerned about the safety and well-being of the Prophet ﷺ. And he talks to the Prophet ﷺ, and he shares that concern, and the Prophet ﷺ reassures him. Because Hazrat Abu Bakr said to him, there are different narrations, but in one narration, Hazrat Abu Bakr says to him that I'm not scared for myself, because if I'm killed, then it's just one man. But if you are killed, then it's the entire ummah. It's the whole nation of Muslims. And the Prophet ﷺ very calmly says to him, "La tahzan, inna Allah ma'ana." That you shouldn't worry or be concerned. Allah is with us. And there are other narrations with regards to what happens here. I'll mention one more before finishing, and it's a weak narration, but it's entirely probable, given the mercy and the might of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that a spider had spun a web right across the face of the cave, the opening of the cave, and that a pigeon had come and laid its nest and made its nest and laid its eggs there. And even though there are some questions as to the how strong this hadith is, even if that's what had happened, it's entirely probable that it might have happened, and it's an easy thing for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to have made that happen as a to protect them.
Jazakallah, Adam Sabi, very rightly put there. And just imagine Hazrat Abu Bakr, who is his worry for the Holy Prophet, which has been etched in the Quran in the words where the Holy Prophet says to him, "La tahzan, inna Allaha ma'ana." And in fact, on this point, that don't worry, God Almighty is with us. That Hazrat Mirza Bashir Ahmad Sahib, who is the author of this book that we are discussing, mentions a very subtle point, and he says that when Moses was running from the Pharaoh and Pharaoh's army, he uses the words, "Inna ma'i Rabbi sayahdeen," that my Lord is with me and He will guide me. But the words that the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, used was, "La tahzan, inna Allaha ma'ana," which he says that it shows the grandeur and superiority of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam above all other prophets, including Prophet Moses, that he had such conviction that he said that, "Do not worry, God is with us." And it's such a beautiful point that he's made, and I think it's befitting to end. Jazakumullah to both of our panelists today and the viewers who sent in our questions. Dear viewers, make sure to tune in next week, same time, and which will be the last episode of season 1 of the Golden Age of Islam. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
إني رأيت الوجه وجه محمد It's another Thursday, and get prepared for your weekly TV show, Bottom Line, on the SLBC with Hasmi Uba, the program that brings to you policy makers and opinion leaders.
So join the presenter as he engages the Maverick APC Member of Parliament, Honorable Muhammad Bangura, who has begun his journey to leave in the APC and joining the People's Democratic Party, PDP, of Temu Bangura.
I am an extremely, very, very happy man. From what I've evidence of what is happening now, believe me, I'm very happy.
As 2028 draws closer, Honorable Muhammad Bangura is now thinking of joining another political vehicle by announcing that he will soon resign from the APC, the party under which he got elected twice as lawmaker.
In the next few months, I intend to leave the All People's Congress to join the PDP Sobe. My intention is based on many, many reasons.
What are his chances of leading the PDP Sobe? Join us on Bottom Line this Thursday live on SLBC.
Bottom Line, the show to watch.
Nature and causes of marital disharmony and domestic conflicts. It's important to recognize the damage that these can cause to relationships, especially where children are involved. Our guests will help us navigate the steps that we can take for effective conflict resolution and establish such homes that are a true reflection of paradise on earth. Joining me today are Maida Ahmed Saiba. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
And Sumaira Muzaffar Sahiba. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
You know, as life gets busier each day, a lot of people are finding less and less opportunity to spend quality time together. Domestic harmony is disappearing, and we see that marital conflicts, discord is on the rise. So let's start at the beginning. What are the underlying causes of domestic conflict? Where does it start, and what triggers such behavior?
Well, Hazrat Khalifat al-Masih al-Khamis, may Allah be his helper, has told us that a major cause of conflict in our homes is a lack of patience and an unwillingness to compromise. No, in other cases, more serious matters are at hand, such as alcohol or drug abuse. And if that's the case, professional help needs to be sought. Other causes of conflict are financial worries and stresses, or sometimes it's one family member exerting undue power and control over other family members. And if that's the case, then husband and wife really need to work together as a team. Sometimes causes of conflict are personality clashes between husband and wife. But whatever the cause of conflict may be, it's important for the family to come together and realize that they are a team, and they should not only work to identify what is causing the conflict, but also possible solutions which will strengthen their family unit.
Indeed, indeed. And just to further your point about the underlying causes being a lack of patience or lack of willingness to compromise, I think that's a very important note for women, in that they should really explore every avenue to resolution, recovery from these conflicts, and reconciliation before giving up. And Hazrat Khalifatul Masih Khamis, may Allah be his helper, has advised both husband and wife many times that when they see a thing which is displeasing to them about one another, or something disagreeable, then they should look the other way. They should instead focus on something that does please them. Similarly, if they hear somebody else speak ill about their partner, about their husband or wife, they should close their ears and they should say, I'm not going to listen to this. And really, I mean, if we utilize the philosophy of forgive and forget, I think a lot of these conflicts would disappear, or perhaps would not escalate.
Yes, certainly, Manaza. Also, there is an aspect of responsibility. Allah Ta'ala has created a balance by assigning certain responsibilities and in return giving a set of rights to both husband and wife. If both or one of the partners are not being able to fulfill those responsibilities, this also becomes a big source of conflict between both of them. We see this concept of job description everywhere in the world. And whenever somebody is unable to fulfill the requirements or is just after the rights or benefits, this right there and then is a major cause of conflict.
And I think you're right in that women should take pride and ownership of these rights and responsibilities that they have been entrusted with by Allah Almighty, and not be overly influenced by materialistic ambitions and worldly desires.
Yes, no, I agree. And whilst it is true that Allah Almighty has assigned different roles and responsibilities to men and women, when we look at the life of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who is considered a role model for us all, we see that he often helped his wives with domestic chores. So if, for instance, a husband does help his wife around the home, not only is he following the Sunnah, but no doubt it will lead to an increased friendship between husband and wife. And it's just an opportunity for them to bond and for them to communicate with one another more often.
And just to address your point about communication, you know, women by nature have this ability to communicate well and to express their feelings. And I think that we should utilize that skill in starting up these conversations to talk about what's bothering them, what issues there are, and for this purpose, we can even utilize technology to an extent. I mean, of course, it's not encouraged, you know, that we should resort to texting or using WhatsApp to communicate our feelings with our partner, but it could be a gateway to spark a conversation, to start that dialogue, to talk about what's bothering them. And if it doesn't work at first, you know, just to keep trying and to stay firm on trying to resolve those issues and conflicts. Now, when these conflicts do occur, sometimes children pay the heaviest price. Of course, children are our biggest assets. They are our priceless treasures. How can we prevent the environment at home from becoming harmful to children?
Actually, the truth is that kids, being the most vulnerable, they usually get the brunt of the situation the most. It's like their minds are developing at that time. They are absorbing each and every piece of information that is coming in. They are observing all those behaviors. And it so happens then that when they see their parents making their reactions and finding solutions to certain situations in their own ways, kids start to think that this is a norm. They think it's okay to react like that. And what happens is that for that very child, it becomes a roadmap for his or her life. And it's very likely then when certain of those situations will arise again, he or she will react in the same manner. So this creates that chain of those bad reactions. It is the utmost responsibility of both the parents actually to tame their anger, to manage their their reaction to something. It's like it often so happens that for the sake of point scoring, so much negative is being spilled here or there. And when parents lose the respect for each other, eventually it gets to that the child himself loses the respect for their parents. Yeah. So it's very important that we safeguard our children the most, because the conflict will happen, but it's like there are so many respectable ways to deal with it. And Hazrat Masih Maud has taught us to be respectable towards our children. So in the end, they can learn how to react.
Yes, no, I agree. There are some things that we should never do in front of our children. For instance, you should never turn your children against your spouses. You should never speak ill of your spouse in front of your children. And whilst we mentioned how receptive children were, why not model good behavior for them to copy as well, so that in their future lives, if they ever encounter conflict at home, they have the steps already to take, which will enable them to resolve their own conflicts.
And indeed, for the sake of children, we should work very hard to preserve the family unit and to save our marriage. Let's watch a clip about domestic harmony.
Harmony at home. Conflicts, such as verbal disagreements and arguments, happen in every healthy relationship. While conflict is normal, it could also be a sign that parts of your relationship aren't working. Healthy communication skills are the key to resolving conflict respectfully. When conflict arises, the tips below can help you resolve these arguments in a healthy way. Typically, arguments happen when there is a gap between what each person wants or needs. Therefore, it's important to try to get to the heart of the matter. For example, if you're frustrated that your partner isn't helping with clearing the dishes, maybe you're really upset because you feel like you do all the work around the house. Learn to talk about the real issue so you can avoid constant disagreements. If you and your partner can't resolve an issue, sometimes it's best to drop it. You don't have to agree on everything. Focus on what matters. If the issue is too important for you to drop, then you can agree to continue to have productive discussions about it until a compromise can be reached. Compromise is a major part of conflict resolution and any successful relationship. It's not always easy, but strive to find a middle ground that can allow both of you to feel satisfied with the outcome. Look at the bigger pictures. Is this issue really important? Does it change how the two of you feel about each other? Are you compromising your beliefs or morals?
It's another Thursday, and get prepared for your weekly TV show Bottom Line on the SLBC with Hasmi Uba, the program that brings to you policy makers and opinion leaders.
So join the presenter as he engages the Maverick APC Member of Parliament, Honorable Mohamed Bangura, who has begun his journey to leave in the APC and joining the People's Democratic Party, PDP, of Temu Bangura.
I am an extremely very happy man. From what I've evidence of what is happening now, believe me, I'm very happy.
As 2028 draws closer, Honorable Mohamed Bangura is now thinking of joining another political vehicle by announcing that he will soon resign from the APC, the party under which he got elected twice as lawmaker.
In the next few months, I intend to leave the All People's Congress to join the PDP survey. My intention is based on many reasons.
What are his chances of leading the PDP Sobe? Join us on Bottom Line this Thursday live on SLBC. Bottom Line, the show to watch.
Easy for the couple to maintain a good relationship with Allah Ta'ala as well, because praying for each other is a very good concept, but praying along with each other is like another beautiful thing. Just the way Hazrat Amma Jan Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anha used to stand beside Hazrat Masih Maud and pray. So I guess Namaz ba Jamaat at home is a very beautiful source of bringing that connection to our homes as well. Secondly, Qawle Sadid, like the concept that's instilled in the marriage right from the start, right from the khutbah nikah, that if we are true to each other, so many situations will not arise even. And that's what Hazrat Khalifatul Masih al-Khamis Sayyidullah Ta'ala bin Nasri al-Aziz mentioned, that if the partners trust each other fully, they would not be going into so many conflicts. And it's seen that when two partners trust each other completely, it's easier for them to make a connection with their God as well together.
The teaching of Islam revealed to the Holy Prophet ﷺ provides us, as you mentioned, with guidance regarding every matter, big or small. And if we were to act upon these teachings, a beautiful society could inevitably be formed. And Allah Ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, verily, you have in the Prophet of Allah an excellent model. So true harmony can only be achieved if we put this model forward in every matter, big or small. Alhamdulillah, we've been able to cover a lot of very good points today. Jazakallah for sharing your valuable insights with us. Any last thoughts?
Well, I think at times the grass appears greener on the other side. And this is particularly true of this social media dominated world we now live in, where we are constantly being bombarded with little snippets of other people's lives, which appear to be so much more amazing and glamorous than our own. But just be cautious in that, you know, no one's life is perfect, nobody's marriage is perfect. We all have different issues that we are dealing with. But as long as we have taqwa in our minds and in our hearts and at the forefront of our actions, then God willing, the majority of our problems can be overcome.
Inshallah.
I think we need to practice the concept of love for all, hatred for none in our daily lives as well. Love towards each other and our children. So the focus remains on raising those children in a way that tomorrow they become better human beings and they become better Muslims. And in a way that our egos do not take away that opportunity where we can actually strengthen our homes and make those bonds stronger. So,
Inshallah, Jazakallah for that. The Holy Quran teaches us to make every effort in creating a happy environment at home and offer prayers to Allah Almighty to achieve this goal, because nothing is possible without the grace and help of Allah. Allah Almighty has mentioned such fortunate people in the Holy Quran, and those who say, "Our Lord, grant us of our wives and children the delight of our eyes, and make us a model for the righteous. May Allah Almighty accept this prayer in our favor. Ameen. Jazakumullah ta'ala wa asan al-jaza. And until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
It's another Thursday, and get prepared for your weekly TV show, Bottom Line, on the SLBC with Hasmi Uba, the program that brings to you policy makers and opinion leaders.
So join the presenter as he engages the Maverick APC Member of Parliament, Honorable Mohamed Bangura, who has begun his journey to leave in the APC and joining the People's Democratic Party, PDP, of Temu Bangura.
I am an extremely very happy man. From what I've evidence of what is happening now, believe me, I'm very happy.
As 2028 draws closer, Honorable Mohamed Bangura is now thinking of joining another political vehicle by announcing that he will soon resign from the APC, the party under which he got elected twice as lawmaker.
In the next few months, I intend to leave the All People's Congress to join the PDP Sobe. My intention is based on many reasons.
What are his chances of leading the PDP Sobe? Join us on Bottom Line this Thursday live on SLBC.
Bottom Line, the show to watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation coming up with its special Valentine's program from the 1st to the 14th of February as love cuts across boundaries.
So, get set as the SLBC Commercial and Marketing Department has created the platform where individuals, organizations, and businesses can send love messages to their loved ones. We appreciate our customers and other partners using this platform to demonstrate love and care.
The program will be aired on SLBC TV twice on Valentine's Day, February 14, at a cost of 450 leones only.
If interested, you can invite us to your business place from the 1st to the 12th of February. We will record your 1-minute message that will be properly edited and broadcast. Your video will be inserted. So, be romantic and show some love to your loved ones.
So, try us today. You will never regret you did, as the sky will be your limit.
Alternatively, you can send your 1-minute edited videos by WhatsApp on 076 920 510 and send your payment on Orange Money on 072 552 744.
Please note that SLBC reserves the right not to air your videos if the content has nudity or contains illegal materials, as the facility is open to everyone. So come to the SLBC and pay 80 leones to be recorded.
For more information, call on 076 920 510.
My African queen, I love you, I love you.
You get one life on leave, me self get one life on leave. Why we not go use I'm gladdy and enjoy.
Happy birthday to you, Esther Sako of the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation. As the 5th of February marks your natal day, we pray that God guide you in all your undertakings and may you live long to celebrate many more birthdays in good health. Esther Sako, you are a wonderful broadcast journalist at the SLBC. Your handwork and positive energy makes the workplace a better place for everyone. Here's another year of success, happiness, and amazing memories. Enjoy your special day and have a blast. Congratulations. Have a nice birthday, Esther. This request is coming from the management and staff of the SLBC.
Eat 'em, that fine la power you let na for buy 'em. And try 'em, oh. And if you baby love you back love 'em. But if you love them all now, you not for left 'em. Want them more, cause nobody know what's in tomorrow.
Happy birthday to you, Mary Beatrice Jokwi. Wishes of long life, good health, and prosperity. May you live long to celebrate many more birthdays, and may God continue to guide and keep you. Cheers to your new age and celebrate. From your children, Michael and Ibi in the USA and Mohammed in Freetown, congratulations.
Every day.
Congratulations and a happy and blessed birthday to you, Esther Sako of the Ceylon Broadcasting Corporation. As you celebrate another natal day on the 5th of February, you are blessed and highly favored. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. May God continue to guide and keep you in good health. May you live long to celebrate many more birthdays. Congratulations and have a blast. This request is from the management and staff of the SLBC. God bless you. Dance to the birthday song, cut the birthday cake, and blow out the candles. Congratulations once more and have a blast.
You meet top woman where you let piano, and if you let me man for keep on. One time more, the food where you feel for eat some for eat that fine.
The Mbomo, Biwak, and Conte families of Bombali district announced the death of their sister and mother, retired nurse Marie Josephine Conte, commonly called Nurse Marie, which took place on Saturday, the 1st of February. Former employee at the Bubande Health Center, Biwak Chiefdom, Port Lagos District, and Masumana Health Center, Koya Chiefdom, Port Lagos District. Funeral arrangements will be announced later. Sympathizers may call on 031 016-310, 076-730393, 0334-87192, or call at 8 Combo Drive, Guinea Camp, Waterloo.
Yes, we'll gather at the river, the beautiful river.
The death is announced of Mr. Cassius Sylvester Godwin, commonly known as Casio McRae, of 14 Water Street, York Village, formerly of Ricketts, Banana Island, aged 62. He survived by his children Joseph, Marian, Sylvester, Hannah, and Isatu. Son-in-law Mr. Saliu Toure, several siblings, cousins, sisters, nephews, other relatives and friends. Funeral service will take place at St. Henry's Parish, York, on Sunday the 9th of February at 2:30 p.m. There will be a vigil at 14 Water Street, York Village on Saturday the 8th of February at 7 p.m. Transports will be available at 91 Campbell Street at 10 a.m. at a return fare of 60 leones.
What a foretaste of glory divine, heir of salvation, purchase of God, born of His Spirit, washed.
With gratitude to God for a life well spent, funeral service for their husband, father, brother, uncle, in-law, friend, and grandfather, Mr. Babadine Colette Toure, fondly called Ambassador of 5L George Book-Belia Park, Douazak, former staff of the then SLBS, who had his home call on the 27th of January, age 76. Will be held on Friday the 7th of February at the National Pentecostal Church, 4th Street at 1 p.m. Burial at the Ascension Town Cemetery. He survived by his wife, Mrs. Yebu Toure, children Bobodin Toure Jr., Unisa Toure, Rebecca Yema Sise, Abdul Magai Kamara, Mary Padia Toure, and Sheka Tampo Dumbuya. Several grandchildren, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters-in-law, Dr. Patrick Ajuno Sise, Mr. Kaba Toure, Mata Toure, and Rebecca Mabinti Toure. Several nieces, nephews, cousins, in-laws, and the rest of the family and friends at home and abroad. May his soul rest in perfect peace.
This is my song, praising my Savior
The family announces the death of Mrs. Victoria Elizabeth Janet Klein of 13 Adelaide Street, who passed away on the 15th of January, aged 88. She is survived by her daughter, Mrs. Emilia Yatunde Cole, brothers, Mr. Victor Cole and Ajay Cole, sisters, Mrs. Rosamond Max George and Madam Joko Cole, cousin, Mr. Ayo Cole, several nieces, nephews, grandchildren, in-laws, close friends, and other relatives at home and abroad. A vigil will be held on Tuesday, the 11th of February at Warren Memorial Methodist Church, Kutown Road. The body will be laid out at a residence, 13 Adelaide Street, from 11 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. and at the church from 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. on Wednesday, the 12th of February, followed by funeral service at the Warren Memorial Methodist Church, Kutown Road at 2:30 p.m. Burial at the Ascension Town Cemetery. Sympathizers may call at the residence, 13 Adelaide Street, or call on 078 538 677 or 079 730 881.
This is my song, praising my Savior.
Funeral and communion service for Mrs. Clarice Akwavi Priscilla Johnny Wolf, formerly of 15 Agibu Cole Drive off Lumley Road, who died on Wednesday, the 8th of January, aged 88, will take place on Tuesday, the 11th of February at St. Mark's, Countess of Huntingdon Connection, Parsonage Street, Waterloo at 2:30 p.m. Burial at the Waterloo Village Cemetery. Laying out and viewing is on Monday, the 10th of February at the Columbia Davis Funeral Parlor Laka from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. and at the Countess of Huntingdon Connection, Waterloo on Tuesday, the 11th of February from 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. A vigil will be held at G's Ministry Church, 29 Freetown Road, Lumley on Monday, the 10th of February at 7 p.m. She is survived by children, Mr. Olatunji Nat John, Mrs. Mayan Duati, Mr. X Bantasise, Mr. Ibrahim Bantasise, Mr. Sam Fakondo, and Miss Mayan David, Sister Josephine Nicholson, several in-laws, nieces, nephews, relatives, and friends at home and abroad. Sympathizers may call at 15 Ajibu Cole Drive off Lumley Road or call on mobile numbers 034 595 299, 077 443 167 or 076 786 566. May her soul rest in perfect peace. Transportation will be available at St. John and Lumley Police Station at 10 a.m.
When I was sinking down, when I was sinking down, beneath God's right.
The death is reported of Mr. Henry B.L. 5 of 8 Duke Street of Circular Road, former principal of the Government Secondary Technical School and former education officer of Freetown City Council. He died on Sunday, the 26th of January, aged 78. He survived by his wife, Mrs. Princess K5. Children, Henny and Hawa, Edmond, Beryl and Mabel, Raymond and Erika, Abu and Deborah, Edward and Emanuela, and 12 grandchildren. Brothers and sisters, Lloyd and Cashaw, Angela and Desmond, several cousins, nephews, nieces, relatives, and friends at home and abroad. There will be a vigil at Bethel West African Methodist Church, Circular Road on Saturday, the 8th of February at 7 p.m. The body will be laid out at his residence, 8 Duke Street off Circular Road, on Sunday, the 9th of February between the hours of 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. and at Bethel West African Methodist Church from 1:30 p.m. to 2:20 p.m. Funeral service will take place on Sunday, 9th February at Bethel West African Methodist Church, Circular Road at 2:30 p.m. Burial at the Kingdom Cemetery. Sympathizers may call at his residence, 8 Duke Street off Circular Road, Freetown.
Believe should everlasting life receive.
The death is reported of their beloved mother, sister and aunt, Mrs. Agnes Cecilia Isata Sise, who died on the 30th of December at the Royal Tunbridge Wells Hospital in the United Kingdom. She is survived by her children, Bridget Janet Tijan and Dr. Professor Augusta Koma, both in the United Kingdom, Mr. Solomon Sise and Mr. Ibrahim Sise in the UK, Dr. and Mrs. Ben Sise in the USA, Mr. George Sise and Mr. Joseph Sise in the UK. Grandchildren, Abib Tijan Jr., Miss Precious Tijan, Miss Iula Kouma, and Miss Daniela Kouma, all in the UK. Brothers, Mr. Francis Moriba and Mr. James Masakoy in the USA. Several nieces and nephews, in-laws, relatives and friends at home and abroad. May our soul rest in perfect peace.
Firmest ground of faith. Be of good cheer, for God's own Son.
A loving and affectionate memory of the dear mother, grandmother, cousin, sister, aunt, and friend, Madam Rachel Melissa K. Macaulay, former staff of the NSLBS, who died 7 years ago on the 6th of February 2018. Mom, the blow was heavy and the shock severe. You left us at a time we needed you most, without saying goodbye. We miss you each passing day as your place is still vacant in the home. The vacuum you left can never be filled, but we hope to meet you in that glorious kingdom where we shall part no more. May your soul continue to rest in perfect peace, and may light continue to shine upon you. Sadly missed by your children, Richmond, Tim's, Adelaney, and Brenda Large, grandchildren, sister, cousin, brother, other relatives and friends at home and abroad.
He sent his angel of death. My time has come. Now I'm calling.
The death took place in the USA on Sunday, the 2nd of February, of Dr. Momodu Ahmed Kaba, former lecturer, University of Oklahoma in USA, age 78. He survived by his children, Ahmed, Abdullah, and Rashida Kaba, all in the USA. Several brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts, close relatives and friends include the Soare, Dao, Sanko, Kabia, Sese, Bangura, Bendu, and Darami families in Freetown, Lunsar, and abroad. Burial will take place on Friday, the 7th of February in the USA. There will be prayers and Quranic recitation at 4 Kabia Street, Lunsar, after Juma prayers. The deaths announced of Rita Hager Tracy Johnson Jima, which took place in Ghana. She survived by her husband Seth Jima, father Michael A. O. Johnson, mother Mabel Johnson, children Samuela, Stephanie, Vivian, and Michael, sister Erika Johnson, brothers Adesimi and Adebayo. Funeral arrangements will be announced later. Sympathizers may call at 37 MacDonald Street. The death is reported of Mrs. Tiwa Matilda Kabia Ni Antwa of 4 Colenhoff Coal Farm. She passed away on the 23rd of January, age 77. She survived by her children, Mr. Kofi, Miss Modu Brown, Miss Penina Brown, and Mr. Ibrahim Kakia. Foster children, Mr. Tijan Fofana and Mr. Ibrahim Sise. Several great and great-great-grandchildren at home and abroad. Funeral arrangements will be announced later. Sympathizers may call on 034 342 210. The death is reported of Moses Masakoy, formerly of 9 Dunklin Street, age 79. Funeral arrangements will be announced later. Funeral service for Miss Victoria Omo Madusu Kol Kamara of 64 Barwick Street, age 34, will take place on Sunday the 9th of January at the International Church of Christ, Willoughby Lane, Great Commission Hall at 2 p.m. Laying out is on Sunday the 9th of February at a residence, 64 Barwick Street at 1:30 p.m. A vigil will be held on Saturday the 8th of February from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. She is survived by her mother, Miss Joanna Cole, father, Mr. Sai Kamara, sisters Hannah, Dolly, Massa, and Joanna, brothers Thomas and Arthur, several cousins, nieces, nephews, close relatives and friends include the Ture, the Thomas family of Campbell Street, the Kamara and Tisse families of Lumley. Burial at the Ascension Town Cemetery. May her soul rest in peace.
Streams of living water flow, my ransomed soul he leadeth, and where
the death is announced of Mr. Hewitt Alfred Jones of 11 Coal Street Coal Farm, which took place on Monday the 27th of January, aged 63. He survived by his wife, Mrs. Henrietta F. Jones, son Hilton Adeyemi Jones, wards Frederica, Ruby, Tedwina, and Mabinti, several brothers and sisters, cousins, nieces and nephews, in-laws, relatives and friends at home and abroad. There will be a vigil on Saturday the 8th of February at Christ Church, Pademba Road at 7 p.m. Laying out is at Christ Church, Pademba Road on Sunday the 9th of February at 12:30 p.m. followed by funeral and communion service on Sunday 9th of February at 2:30 p.m. Burial at the Ascension Town Cemetery. May his soul rest in perfect peace.
thy cross before to guide me, thou spreadst a table in my sight, thine unction grace bestoweth.
The death took place on the 12th of January of evangelist Seya Kebesese, formerly of 13 Ascension Town Road. She survived by her children, Miss Doris Matia, Joseph Matia, Helen Pratt, Alfred Pratt, Olubi Luke, Henrietta and Miata Sise. Sisters and brothers, Musubuya Kamara, Fatmata Mondi Kagbo, Boinki, Jatu, Zainabu Ture, Abibu, Bunji and Sheku Ture. Several nieces, nephews, grand and great-grandchildren and other relatives, close friends, Apostle Dora Dumbuya, General Overseer of Jesus' Lord Ministry, Catherine Faya, Omo Jumbo, Pastor Phoebian Bright, Pastor Joseph Bate, and all members of Jesus' Lord Ministries. Funeral service will be held on Sunday the 9th of February at Jesus' Lord Ministry, Tower Hill at 2 p.m. Burial at the Kingdom Cemetery.
Shall we gather at the river, where bright angel feet have trod, with its
Funeral and communion service for Mr. George Motuba Baba, who had his home call on the 21st of January, formerly of 41 Mokamok Street, Hastings Village, age 70, will be held on Sunday the 9th of February at Lyset Memorial Methodist Church, Hastings at 2 p.m. Burial at the Hastings Village Cemetery. There will be laying out at his residence, 41 Mokamok Street, Hastings at 10 a.m. and at Lyset Memorial Methodist Church at 12:30 p.m. A vigil will be held on Saturday the 8th of February at his residence at 6 p.m. He survived by his wife, Mrs. Aminata Baba, children Marcella, Georgiana and George, siblings Elizabeth Baba, Olive Stoba, Ophelia Morrison, Deslin Baba, Harold Baba, and Monica Baba. Father-in-law Mr. Sori Kanu, mother-in-law Khadija Tubangura, son-in-law Alusained Conte, adopted daughters Susan Geneva Bunda, several in-laws, uncles, aunts, cousins, nieces, nephews, grandchildren, relatives and friends at home and abroad.
lay we every burden down, grace our spirits will deliver and provide a robe.
The death is reported of Victoria Carlton Keru, formerly of 21 Eastbrook Lane, age 77. She survived by children James Koma Jr., Issa Mansari and Mrs. Osana Jallo, sisters Mankapo Conte and Balu Koma, Abiose Carlton Keru, Olonfe Carlton Keru, and Aisatu Koma. Several cousins, nieces, nephews, close friends, and other relatives. A vigil will be held on Saturday, 8th of February at the Gibraltar Methodist Church, Sani Abacha Street at 7 p.m. Laying out is on Sunday, the 9th of February at the Gibraltar Methodist Church, Sani Abacha Street at 12:30 p.m. followed by funeral and communion service at 2:30 p.m. Burial at the Kisi Road Cemetery.
Gathereth the saints at the river that flows by the throne.
Funeral service for the dear mother, grandmother, aunt and sister, Madam Gladys Samaini Lambin, commonly called Auntie Gladys, who died on the 23rd of January, will be held on Friday the 7th of February at the Universal Church Site State. There will be a vigil on Thursday the 6th of February at her residence, 6 Saunders Drive, Fire Corner at 8 p.m. Burial at the Ascension Town Cemetery. She is survived by her son, Philip Alpha Samai, of the Ministry of Communication, Technology and Innovation. Several sisters, brothers, nephews, nieces, grandchildren, in-laws, friends and relatives at home and abroad. May your soul rest in perfect peace.
This is my song, praising my Savior all the day long.
The death is announced of Deaconess Mrs. Juliet Crispina Kamara Lee Scott of Congo Town, aged 73. She survived by her daughter Hannah James in Australia, several grand and great-grandchildren. Funeral arrangements will be announced later. Sympathizers may call on 034-158-537 or at her residence, Block 4, Prison Barracks, Willoughby Lane 4. The family announces the death of their beloved father, Mr. John Alimami Bangura, a retired police officer who passed away on the 29th of January, age 75. He is survived by his wife, children, grandchildren, brothers, sisters, and other relatives of the Bangura family. Burial will take place at his hometown, Kabasa Village, Tonkolimba Chiefdom, Cambia District, on Sunday the 9th of February. Sympathizers may call on 078-111-150 or call at the family residence, 9E Upper Tengbe Town, Freetown. May his soul rest in peace.
This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior.
A requiem mass to mark the 40th day ceremony for Reverend Edward Mori Tamba Fabunde, who died on the 22nd of December, age 51, will take place at St. Mary's Catholic Church, Pendembu, Kailaun District on Friday the 7th of February at 11 a.m. There will be a vigil on Thursday the 6th of February at St. Mary's Catholic Church compound at 8 p.m. He is survived by his stepmother, Madam Yata Bunde, several brothers and sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, in-laws, numerous relatives and friends at home and abroad. May his soul rest in perfect peace.
Perfect delight,
I'm so confused. Tell me what's happened. So many voices in my head.
The death took place on the 1st of February of retired Fire Force officer of the National Fire Force, Alhaji Mohamed Lamin Sise, commander of the Okel COR, and of 23 Willoughby Lane to Brookfields, age 79. He survived by his wives, Hajambalo Sise and Mrs. Adama Sise. Children, Binti Kandi of Mountain Court, Mohammed Justin, Adama, Ibrahim Al-Hassan, Abubakar, Makale, Ishmael Al-Hussein, Hamid Lamin, Haja and Momo Sise at home and abroad. Brother Mr. Abu Kale. Close relatives, retired LUC SB Kagbo, Alhaji Usman Masiande Samura, Pa Abu Seba, Honorable Mansour Dumbuya, Peace Almami Lamin Kogba Bangura IV of Tonkolimba Chiefdom, Cambia District, Mohammed Molimba Bangura, Mohammed Gento, Haja Kadi, the Sese Kagbo Kamara Dumbuya, Samura Mansayan Bangura families of Tawia, Maife Village, Forikaria, Kagbonko, Timbo, Kukunandi, Tandene, Mile 15, Samitown, Mayande, Brookfields Community, Fire Force, and the Masjid Salam Mountain Court. He has already been buried. Sympathizers may call at 23 Willoughby Lane to Brookfields or call on 076-885-737 or 076-623-3 322.
Please forgive me. I need you.
The family announces the death of their beloved father and brother, Dr. Noah Conte, who died on the 4th of February. He was a medical doctor and served in various capacities like Principal Medical Officer in the Southern Province, Program Manager EPI, Deputy Director General Medical Services of the Ministry of Health, and as consultant for Disease Prevention and Control and EPI, age 79. He survived by his wife, Lassie Conte, and 4 children, Hannah in the USA, Usman, Nana, and Hawa in the UK and USA. Other relatives, the Conte, Jane, and Sane, Mumuni, Kouma, Kamara families at home and abroad. Funeral prayers will be held at the Soso Mosque, Edward Street of Kutown Road, on Thursday, the 6th of February at 4 p.m. Burial at the Kingdom Cemetery. The giving of the Holy Quran to mark the 40th ceremony of their dear mother, sister, aunt, and friend, Mrs. I. Kamara Nisise, formerly of 8F Wilkinson Road, who died on the 30th of December, age 68, will take place on Sunday, the 9th of February at 8F Wilkinson Road at 2 p.m. Relatives, friends, and well-wishers are cordially invited. Sadly missed by husband, Mr. Edward Kamara, children, Zainab Sise in London, and Salu Sise of Hastings, sisters, Salimatu, Fatmata, Aminata, Doris, and Wara Sise, brother Samuel Sise of Hastings, several other sisters and brothers at home and abroad.
Praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story.
The death took place by a gruesome road accident along the Bow Freetown Highway on Sunday, the 2nd of February, of Mr. Joseph Martin Wilbuka, commonly known as Big Joe, age 61, of Macaulay Compound opposite Cold Storage, Bel Air Park. He survived by his mother, children, brothers, sisters, relatives, and friends at home and abroad. Funeral arrangements will be announced later. Sympathizers may contact Mr. Andrew Jeneke Kroma on 077-727-382 or 076-727-382. Mr. Jonathan Bassi on 077-581-335 or 078-284-909. Or Mr. Mohamed Koma on 076-659-234, or call at his residence, Macaulay Compound, Freetown, opposite Cold Storage, or Tengbe Wabubo.
Praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story.
To the glory of God for life well spent. The death is reported of Mrs. Nancy Susan Hammond of 16 Back Street, Kissi, and former head teacher of the Hammond International Preparatory School Academy, Kissi. She passed away on the 31st of January, aged 71. She survived by her son, Alexander G.K. Hammond. Funeral arrangements will be announced later. Sympathizers may call on 076-144-146 or 16 Back Street, Kissi. May her soul rest in peace.
What wondrous love is this that caused the Lord of bliss to bear the dreadful curse?
The death is reported of Mr. John Mola Bango of Waterloo, back of police station, which took place on the 31st of January, aged 71. He survived by his wife, Mrs. Memunatu Bangura, children Alpha, Francis, Gladys, Samson, and Hawa Bangura, and John Bangura Jr. Funeral arrangements will be announced later. Sympathizers may call at Waterloo, back of police station, or call on mobile number 078-520-985 or 099-799-461.
Side his crown for my soul, Christ laid aside
The death is reported of Mr. Ajayi Robert Songore, former Assistant Secretary of the Establishment Office in Freetown, which took place at his residence, 11 Winterford Avenue, Manchester, England, aged 79. He survived by his sisters, Pastor Patricia Bisodu Macaulay, Clice Macaulay and Cecilia Modu Jones, brother William Eku Macaulay, the Davis and Songo Davis families of Bigyard Songo, the Songo Kano of Potloko, the Macaulay and Ray families, Pastor Dominic Dumbe of the New Life in Christ Ministry, Town Chapter, Sister June Bowen in England. Funeral arrangements will be announced later. Sympathizers may call at 11 Former Drive, Coba Farm, Bigyard Songo, or call on mobile numbers 099168377, 030255633, 077329956, or 078930879. Funeral service of Victoria Samai Bekakeu will take place on Thursday, the 6th of February at Flaming Evangelical Ministry Headquarters at 2 p.m. Laying out is at Flaming Evangelical Ministry Headquarters at 1 p.m. Burial at the Ascension Town Cemetery, age 24. She survived by mother Mrs. Josephine Safi Bekakeu, father Mr. Sami Mohammed Bekakeu, sister Vanessa MC Bekakeu. Several grandmothers, aunts, relatives, and friends at home and abroad include Mrs. Titi Jawad of Bo, Mrs. Cordelia Joko Gano of Regents Village, Mrs. Saledek of Beko Lane, Mrs. Josephine Dubasise, Dr. Maggie Kamara in the USA, Mr. and Mrs. Nadia Roberts in the UK, the Jawad of Bo, Mr. and Mrs. Alaji Kanja Sise, the Fonan Baptist families, Mr. and Mrs. Ansu Kata, Mr. and Mrs. Rafik Sise in the USA, Mrs. Janeba Abike State of Regents, Mr. and Mrs. Ahmed Jusu, friends and leaders of Academy Flaming Evangelical Ministry Headquarters, friends of City Hotel, and Dr. Ba. May Rasul rest in peace.
This truth your troubled heart can cheer. Christ Jesus rescues us from death.
With gratitude to God, the Ralston family announces the death of their beloved husband, father, brother, and uncle, Brigadier General retired Ronnie Beresford Ralston, who was called to eternity on the 27th of January, aged 55. He survived by his wife, Mrs. Rose Ralston, daughter Barrister Unisa Ralston, mother-in-law Thelma Pratt, brothers and sisters Reginald, Ola, Daniel, Beatrice, Ada, Princess, Frances, Anita, and Frederica. Several aunts, uncles, cousins, in-laws, close relatives, and friends at home and abroad. There will be a vigil on Monday, the 10th of February at Wesley Methodist Church, Lamina Sanko Street at 7 p.m. The body will be laid out on Tuesday, the 11th of February at the Occupage Wilberforce Barracks from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. and at the church at 12 noon, followed by funeral service. Same day, Tuesday, 11th February at the Wesley Methodist Church, Lamina Sanko Street at 2:30 p.m. Burial at the Military War Graves, Lumley.
Love and mercy found me. There the bright and morning star sheds its
Funeral and communion service for Mrs. Abiose Lodge, former cook at the PCMH Cottage Hospital, and of 22 William Street, Kisii, age 56, will take place on Friday, the 7th of February at the Church of the Holy Spirit, Kisii at 2 p.m. Burial at the Kisii Village Cemetery. The body will be laid out at a residence at 12 noon and at the church canopy at 1 p.m. There will be a vigil on Thursday, the 6th of February at the Church of the Holy Spirit, Blackwell Road, Kisii at 7 p.m. She survived by her husband, Mr. Samuel Lodge of FPC University of Sierra Leone. Children, Samuela Susan Lodge and Bankina Lodge. Brothers and sisters, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, cousins, relatives, and friends at home and abroad.
me.
Funeral service for Mrs. Marion Elizabeth Williams, who died on the 24th of December 2024 in the United Kingdom, will take place on Friday the 7th of February at the Columbia Davis Funeral Home, Kleintown at 2 p.m. Burial at the Casey Road Cemetery. She was 57 years old. She survived by her husband, Mr. Kennedy Williams, in the United Kingdom. Children, Mrs. Rugiatu Hips, Mrs. Jayatu Kagbo, and Mr. James M. Kamara. In-laws, Mr. Jeremiah Reeves and Mr. Maurice Kagbo. Several close relatives and friends at home and abroad. The death took place on the 22nd of January of Mr. Sylvanus Prince Williams of 5 Janet Lane King Tom, age 62. He survived by his mother, Madam Ore Sawyer, wife, Mrs. Salimatu Williams, children, Sylvester Williams and Fatmata Kamara, several brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, cousins, nieces and nephews, in-laws, grandchildren, other relatives and close friends at home and abroad. Laying out is at 5 Janet Lane King Tom, on Friday the 7th of February at 11 a.m. Funeral services at the Wesley Methodist Church, Lamina Sanko Street at 2:30 p.m. on Friday the 7th of February. Burial at the Kingdom Cemetery.
Has taught me to say, it is well with my...
The death took place on the 23rd of January of Mrs. Augusta Kagbo, aged 91. She survived by children Jonathan Sher Davis in Liberia, Nicholas Williams, and Augusta Babina, several brothers, sisters, grandchildren, uncles and aunts, cousins, nieces and nephews, all the relatives and friends at home and abroad. A vigil will be held on the 15th of February at 6 Musalin Gwendebo Gorich at 8 p.m. Funeral service will take place on the 16th of February at the Calvary West African Methodist Church. Burial at the Ascension Town Cemetery.
My sin not in part, but the whole.
The death is reported of Mr. Henry B.L. 5 of 8 Duke Street off Circular Road. He was a former principal of the Government Secondary Technical School and former Education Secretary of the Freetown City Council. He died on the 26th of January, aged 78. He survived by his wife, Mrs. Princess K5. Children, Henry, Hawa, Edmond, Beryl, Mabel, Raymond, Erika, Abu, Deborah, Edward, and Emanuela. Brothers, Lloyd and Casher. Sisters, Angela and Desmond. Several grandchildren, cousins, nephews and nieces, relatives and friends at home and abroad. There will be a vigil at the Bethel West African Methodist Church on Saturday, 8th of February at 7 p.m. The body will be laid out at his residence, 8 Duke Street off Circular Road, on Sunday the 9th of February from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and at the Bethel West African Methodist Church from 1:30 p.m. to 2:20 p.m. Funeral services on Sunday the 9th of February at the Bethel West African Methodist Church, Circular Road at 2:30 p.m. Burial at the Kingdom Cemetery. Sympathizers may call at his former residence, 8 Duke Street off Circular Road, Freetown.
It is well with my soul. It is well.
The Kosia and Mosige families at home and abroad inform families, friends, and well-wishers that the memorial service for Mrs. Fatmata Bridget Mosige Nikosia, who died on the 9th of November 2024, will take place on Sunday the 9th of February at St. Mary's Catholic Church, Pendembu, Kalau District at 10 a.m. Sadly missed by children Kadiatu, Zainab, and Aminata Mosige, grandchildren Ishmael, Fanta, and Mohammed. Several relatives and friends at home and abroad include the Kosia, Mosige, Sati, Aliu, and Kondovo families. Families, friends, and well-wishers are cordially invited. May her soul continue to rest in perfect peace. In ever loving and affectionate memory of the dearly beloved father, grand and great grandfather, Mr. Tamba Franklin Kamara, fondly called Pops T, who had his home called 2 years ago on the 5th of February 2023. Daddy, 2 years gone, yet it seems like yesterday. You left us at a time we needed you most, but we know you are safe in the arms of Jesus. We love you, but Jesus loves you best. You are gone, but not forgotten, as only the hearts that love know the sorrow of parting. Sleep on, dearly beloved. Sleep and take a peaceful rest till we meet again on this beautiful shore to part no more. You are still loved, still missed, and still very dear. Rest in perfect peace, and may light perpetual shine upon you. Sadly missed by your children, grand and great grandchildren, at home and abroad.
Be still. Peace, be still.
Tell me, have I done enough? Here to be. Now my book's gone and closed. All my deeds are for sure.
Inna lillahi wa inna lillahi rajiun. The death announced of Haja Nene Wu Timbo of Ukulang Sanda Tendai, who died on Saturday, the 1st of February, aged 97. She survived by children, Mrs. Lassie Conte, Madam Marie Dukure, Yarabundu Sise, Ajabai, Alimami Timbo, and Abubakar Timbo, all in the USA, Alaji Feth Timbo in Freetown, Ajibu Timbo in Canada, and Aisatu Timbo Sise in Makeni. Several stepchildren, grand and great grandchildren, brothers, sisters, in-laws, cousins, nieces, close friends, and other relatives at home and abroad. Funeral prayers will be held on Friday, the 7th of February at Rukulang Sanda Tendai at 2 p.m. Burial at the Rukulang Village Cemetery. Buses will be available at the Columbia Davis Funeral Home Upgone and in Makeni at 24 Mabanta Road on Friday, the 7th of February at 6 a.m.
Goes up, they will leave me. Only this dust and silence surrounds me.
It is well with my soul.
The death is reported of Mrs. Ijatu Justina Venn of 4B Old Abadi Road, Lumley. She passed away on Saturday, the 1st of February, aged 89. Funeral arrangements will be announced later. Sympathizers may call at 4B Old Abadi Road, Lumley.
My soul, though Satan should.
Funeral service for Mr. Peter Charles, commonly known as Peter Bio of Mansare Drive by Alfred Lane, SS Camp Regent, 3 Rika Drive, and a popular mechanic at the Kingaman Road Garage, who passed away on the 31st of January, aged 46, will take place on Friday, the 15th of February at St. Peter's Church, Bo at 1 p.m. Burial at the CKC Cemetery, Bo. He survived by his wife, Mrs. Mariama Charles, parents, Mr. Ibrahim Charles, Brahma Shotand of Bo, Mami and Musu Charles, both of Bo. Children, Phoebe and Lamina, Aminata, Sugar, Angeli, Mama Charles, and Peter E. Charles. Brother, Mr. Augustine Charles. Sister Sata Charles, Uncle Mr. Michael Johnny, Aunt Madam Susan Johnny. Relatives and friends include the Charles, Johnny, and Kemo Kande families, Ambassador Musa Coleman family, Daddy Koma, Derek A. Cheto, and their families at home and abroad, several nieces, nephews, in-laws, and the rest of the family and friends at home and abroad.
Is nailed to his cross, and I bear it no more. Praise the Lord.
The death took place on the 26th of January of their beloved brother and father, Mr. Henry Johnson of 4 Macaulay Street, Freetown, aged 55. He survived by his son, Modu Henry Johnson, several brothers and sisters, uncles and aunts, cousins, nephews and nieces, relatives and friends at home and abroad. Laying out and funeral service will take place at the current mortuary on Friday, the 7th of January at 1 p.m. Burial at the Kingdom Cemetery.
Our face shall be sight. The clouds we roll by.
The Taonka family announces the death of their father, brother, uncle, grandfather, and friend, Mr. Musa Taonka, who passed away at his residence, 3Y Old Railway Line, Wilberforce, on Friday, the 17th of January, age 67. He survived by his wives, Mrs. Asasu Taonka and Atia Taonka, children Safi Tapi, Mariama Tene, Ali Kebi, and Alimami Taonka, grandchildren Rachel J. Tsure and Patricia Conte, brother Mr. Nabi Taonka, sister Fatu Taonka, several relatives and friends at home and abroad. There will be a vigil on Thursday the 6th of February at his residence, 3Y Old Railway Line, Wilberforce, at 6 p.m. Laying out is at the Local Baptist Church, Circular Road, on Friday the 7th of February. Funeral service will take place at 1:30 p.m. at the church. Burial at the Kingdom Cemetery. Sympathizers may call at 3Y Old Railway Line, Wilberforce, or call on 088-535-982 or 077-607-148.
Peace be still. Peace be still. Though the storms.
With gratitude to God for a life well spent, the family announces the death of Mr. Victor Emmanuel Adetayo Belford, which took place on Saturday, the 18th of January, aged 89. He survived by his sisters, Mrs. Martha Coney John, Mrs. Selina Ade Williams, Mrs. Susanna Nicol in the UK, and the Reverend Dr. Mrs. Olivia Wesley. Brother-in-law, Mr. J.E.D. Ade Williams. Several cousins, grandchildren, close friends, and other relatives at home and abroad. There will be a vigil at Christ Church, Pademba Road, on Thursday, the 6th of February, at 7 p.m. Lowing out is at Boxing Methodist Church, Charles Street, on Friday, the 7th of February, at 12 noon. Funeral and communion services on Friday, the 7th of February, at Boxing Memorial Methodist Church, Charles Street, at 2 p.m. Burial at the Ascension Town Cemetery.
Peace be still.
The death is reported of Mr. Bai Auna Kamara of 129 Leicester Road, Binkolo, aged 83. He is survived by his wife Mbalu Kamara, children Salimatu, Rugiatu, Aminata, Abdullahi, Abibatu, Abdullahi Samura, Kaba, Kagbo, and Yeli. Several grandchildren, brothers, sisters, close relatives, and friends. He has already been buried. Sympathizers may call us 129 Leicester Road or call on 073-237-874, 078-784-709 or 088-636-116.
I nothing lack if I am his, and he is mine forever.
I'm so confused. Tell me what's happened. So many voices in my head, but he told me that this day will come.
Inna lillahi wa inna lillahi rajiun. The Ture, Kani, Kamara, Kagbo, Sise, Jawara, and Williams families at home and abroad announces funeral rites for their beloved one, Mr. Musa Ture, who died on the 29th of September 2024 at the age of 52. The ceremony will take place on Sunday, the 9th of February at 34 Wenzel Street, Kisii at 2 p.m. Sadly missed by his wife, Mrs. Patricia Ture of NATCOM, children Khadija Ture and Francis Molai Ture, several brothers and sisters, relatives, friends at home and abroad. May Allah forgive our departed loved one and grant him the highest place in Al-Jannah. All relatives, friends, and well-wishers are cordially invited.
One day, but it's come too soon.
Funeral and communion service for Mr. Henry Solomon Noel Lightfoot Boston, who died on the 15th of January, aged 52, will take place on Friday, 7th of February at the St. George's Cathedral Church, George Street at 2:30 p.m. Burial at the Kisii Road Cemetery. The body will be laid out at 2G Sykes Street on Friday, 7th of February from 10:30 a.m. to 12 noon and at the Beckles Davis Memorial Hall from 12 noon to 2 p.m. There will be a vigil and evening song at the St. George's Cathedral Church, Church, George Street, on Thursday, 6th of February at 7 p.m. He is survived by his wife, Mrs. Janice Lightfoot Boston, father, Mr. Larry Lightfoot Boston, mother-in-law, Mrs. Yamide Jones, sister-in-law, Miss Fenella Edwards, several uncles, aunts, cousins, nieces and nephews, relatives, friends at home and abroad. May his soul rest in perfect peace.
It's another Thursday and get prepared for your weekly TV show, Bottom Line, on the SLBC with Hasmi Uba, the program that brings to you policy makers and opinion leaders.
So join the presenter as he engages the Maverick APC Member of Parliament, Honorable Muhammad Bangura, who has begun his journey to leave in the APC and joining the People's Democratic Party, PDP, of Temu Bangura.
I am an extremely very happy man. From what I've evidence of what is happening now, believe me, I'm very happy.
As 2028 draws closer, Honorable Muhammad Bangura is now thinking of joining another political vehicle by announcing that he will soon resign from the APC, the party under which he got elected twice as lawmaker.
In the next few months, I intend to leave the All People's Congress to join the PDP Sobe. My intention is based on many reasons.
What are his chances of leading the PDP Sobe? Join us on Bottom Line this Thursday live on SLBC.
Bottom Line, the show to watch.
A place cannot produce poems. It can only not prevent them. And Freetown is good at that, for Freetown has its own sudden elegances. People are slow to leave it, quick to return. And there are others who come for a year or two and stay for a lifetime, sensing that they found a city that is in the world, yet sufficiently on the edge of it to have a different resonance.
Let me tell you something about this city. All of us, we're all just passing through, and we've all been here forever.
Those who came, those who stayed, those who never returned. Tides turn, seasons change, we've waited and we've watched. But we've always been here, we've always listened, because there is a different resonance here. It comes from the river, and the land, and the sky.
It's our place. All of us.
This city belongs to everyone.
And you know when it's your time.
And it's our time.
Listen, we are Freetown.
We are Freetown!
The golden rules of Freetown.
Don't pretend you're something that you're not.
Don't go thinking you're better than anyone else.
Or that anyone else is better than you.
Don't shout about it. Get on with it.
We are Freetown.
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 Yeah. We found our voice again.
I'm from India and Freetown.
I'm from China and Freetown.
I'm from the UK and Freetown.
I am from Nigeria and Freetown.
I am from home and Freetown.
This city belongs to everyone.
The fishermen,
the taxi driver,
the barber,
the drummers, the dancers.
All of us.
All of us. Everybody. We are Freetown.
The past is ours.
The future is ours. It's our time again.
And this city belongs to everyone.
The playwright,
the greengrocer,
the teacher,
the dog.
This space is ours.
This light is ours.
The beaches are ours.
The rivers now we own.
The roads are ours.
The bridges now we own.
We are Freetown.
We are all visitors and we've all been here forever.
We've got the mightiest river.
And the biggest sky.
And there's a resonance again.
Freetown. Freetown.
We are proud of this place.
We love this city.
And we want you to love it too.
We are proud of this place.
Na pass we all dey pass like stranger dem, but we all don dey from there.
Announcing that he will soon resign from the APC, the party under which he got elected twice as lawmaker.
In the next few months, I intend to leave the All People's Congress to join the PDP Sobe. My intention is based on many reasons.
What are his chances of leading the PDP Sobe? Join us on Bottom Line this Thursday live on SLBC.
Bottom Line, the show to watch. It's another Thursday and get prepared for your weekly TV show, Bottom Line, on the SLBC with Hasmi Uba, the program that brings to you policy makers and opinion leaders.
So join the presenter as he engages the Maverick APC Member of Parliament, Honorable Mohammed Bangura, who has begun his journey to leave in the APC and joining the People's Democratic Party, PDP of Temu Bangura.
I am an extremely very happy man. From what I've evidence of what is happening now, believe me, I'm very happy.
As 2028 draws closer, Honorable Mohammed Bangura is now thinking of joining another political vehicle by announcing that he will soon resign from the APC, the party under which he got elected twice as lawmaker.
In the next few months, I intend to leave the All People's Congress.
Hello and welcome to this edition of the program Bottom Line, which is coming to you live from the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation with me, Asmiba, the program that brings to you policy makers and decision makers in this country. Don't forget, this is the one-on-one program, Bottom Line, which is coming to you live from the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation with me, Asmiuba. He came to prominence in 2007 when Charles Francis Magai broke away from the Sierra Leone People's Party and formed the People's Movement for Democratic Change, PMDC. Mohamed Bangura became the spokesperson of PMDC, supporting Charles Magai, a position he held for some time, and later became the party's national chairman. The political marriage between PMDC and APC did not last long when some members of PMDC defected to APC to save their positions, while others returned to their original party, the SLPP. Mr. Bangura did not defect to the APC by then, but instead formed his own party, the United Democratic Movement, UDM, which contested the 2012 elections, though it pulled out at the 11th hour. Even in its initial days, UDM was fraught with so many challenges as the party became a proxy battleground between the SLPP and the APC. Many described UDM as a surrogate to the then ruling APC. For instance, in one of his interviews with the SLBC, the late SLPP executive member and former Deputy Finance Minister Joe Kalon described Mohamed Bangura as a political ventriloquist. On the eve of the 2012 elections, when Mohamed Bangura's UDM dropped out of the race, many of the party's supporters said they were left in limbo. His decision to drop out of the race was described as a means to support the APC in its second-term bid. After the 2012 elections, he was rewarded. He was appointed as Minister of Information by Ernest Bai Kuruma, a position he held till 2017. In the 2018 election, Mohamed Bangura was elected as a member of parliament under the APC, and in 2023, he was elected for the second, and he continues to serve as an MP for Karinet districts. Last week, Bangura dropped a bombshell when he disclosed that he was leaving the APC to join the PDP, a political party that was formed by a prominent northern politician, Timu Bangura, an uncle of Mohamed Bangura. Honorable Mohamed Bangura, welcome to the Bottom Line.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Let's go back to Parliament when you took your critical oath of office in your second term, when your party said it was not going to allow its members to go to Parliament, but you defied that, you rebelled against that, and you went to Parliament, you took the oath of office. Let's just give a flashback of taking that day in Parliament.
See the member of parliament from the All People's Congress, Honorable Mohamed Bangura, is in the well of parliament. He has just joined the other members of parliament from the ruling party. His party decided not to.
Honorable Mohamed Bangura, the left seat now, as you can see. Standing ovation for Honorable Mohamed Bangura as he goes stand for taking oaths. Honorable Abdul Karim Bangura of the SLPP will be the next for come forward for taking oaths.
Well, that's how it's began in Parliament after the 2023 elections. When the People's Congress decided to boycott Parliament, Honorable Bangura, like I said, went to the House and took the oath of office. Honorable Bangura, where did things begin to go sour between you and your party? Was it that day that you took that single decision to go to Parliament and took the oath of office?
Good evening, Sierra Leoneans. First of all, Asmiro,
I want to take you back to your intro and make some correction there. I was made Minister of Information and Communication 2016.
Yeah, that was after the 2012. No, I was referring to not after my interim meant you became a minister after the 2012 election and it's my second time.
Right, after second time.
That's what I meant.
That is the tail end of the APC. Yeah. The tail end of the APC. I was there for 14 months only.
So my point is you became minister under Nescoma's second term.
Yes.
That's a fact.
Yes. I was not rewarded after I supported President Koroma. That is not the point. The clarification I want to make there, I want people to know that not because I supported Ernest Bai Koroma.
So why did he make you minister then?
Well, ask him why he didn't make me minister from 2012. He waited till the tail end of his administration. Yeah? Anyway, I just want to make that correction. You said, when did things go sour, me and APC? Things did not go sour because I went to Parliament only. That is one of the reasons. But it started far way back when I was leader of the All Political Party Association, APA. That was the time when the relationship with me and Ernest Koroma became very bonded. That is the time I started having problems with them.
Because you are seen as one of those running errands.
Yes, that is the time I started having problem with them, up to the time when Ernest Koroma brought me to cabinet. I was having problem with them, I mean with the establishment of the APC. So fast forward, me going to Parliament was just a way in which some of those top kids within the party want to prove a point that this is time we have to go for this boy.
But did Ernest Koroma know that you were not liked in the APC?
Of course he knows that. But he protected you. On many conversations I had with him.
But he protected you?
Well, he did not protect me because at that time I don't need to be protected.
But if he had not protected you, then he was in power. There were other powerful guys in the system. They would have gone.
No, they can't. How did he protect me? They can't go after me. I was a minister, then I resigned. That is what I want to tell the people of this country.
But
I resigned, Minister of Information.
You are relieved of your duties.
That is one of the discussions I want to bring to the fore.
But this is the first time you are saying that you resigned.
I'm saying now, that is one of the discussions I want to bring to the fore.
But why didn't you say it then that you resigned?
Let me tell you. The moment when the disaster of Machobe struck and my house was affected, I was sick along the road.
You were flown out of the country.
I was sick along the road. I was paralyzed. Yeah. Some of them in the APC took to the social media that I'm dead. Then I have to be replaced by my deputy. Everywhere you go, so Mohammed is going to be replaced. Mohammed is going to be replaced. It will be surprising to know that throughout my sick bed, not the deputy minister, the then deputy minister,
Cornelius Divo
paid me a visit. He lives at Waterloo and I live at Amsterdam. He drove there every day, past to work. He did not stop by my house.
So you had a strained relationship with your deputy?
Well, that's how it is. I never knew until when I was sick. Interestingly, when I was sick throughout that time, only 5 APC members went to my house to sympathize with me. Only 5 APC members. I went to India, I came back, then I told my wife. I attended cabinet on Wednesday. In cabinet on Wednesday, all those APC ministers, they saw me attending cabinet. They never, in fact, behaved as if I was sick to me. Somebody is sick, you didn't see that person for quite some time now. The first day you see him, you have to say, man, how the body kushe? I did do how the body now. Nobody never said to me anything. Nobody never mentioned anything about my illness throughout the cabinet meeting. I picked up my phone, I called my wife. I said to him, I have to resign as a minister. My wife said, why? I said, I will explain to you when I come. I made an appointment to see the president.
But the president was in cabinet then?
No, I said after cabinet. I made an appointment to see the president because it was late in the evening now, to see the president the following day. The president got the appointment. Then I had a meeting with one of the president's cousins. I explained to him that I'm going to resign as a Minister of Information based on the background I have already explained here. Then that night, Mohamed Sise went and see the president, told him what I said to him. 10:30, I had the appointment with the president. I said to him the same thing. I said, I'm going to resign because I'm sick. I need time to heal myself. He told me, well, Mohammed, go and reconsider your decision and come back to me after 2 days. 2 days I went back and I told him the same thing. That was the time he said, all right. Then, 3 days after that, he reshuffled. He brought me to State House as advisor to the president. That's how it came about.
So why do you think, is it that you found yourself in a wrong company?
I don't say it's a wrong company because, believe me, during my stay as an APC member, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of friends.
And you benefited as well?
Well, no, don't say I benefited. I worked for APC, for APC a lot. I have worked for them. I mean, I have only been minister for 14 months. 11 years in office. 1 year, 4 months, I was made minister. How about those who were there since the inception days? They are there as ministers. So if it's benefits, I only benefited for 14 months. 14 months.
So why did you, on the eve of election in 2012, why did you decline the UDM? Because I remember vividly, on the eve of election, you said UDM would not take part in the election. And that left your membership very frustrated.
That is a decision I would have to say the last time I kept on saying this. I am very sorry to my supporters. I am very sorry to them, and I held a meeting with them in Lungi 2 weeks ago. I apologized to them. As I did 2012, I came back and I apologized to them that we have to do this, and I'm sorry.
But based on that and based on your migration from PMDC to UDM to APC, and now you are migrating to another party, PDP, people say you are inconsistent.
No, I'm consistent. Let's go back.
That's not consistency.
Let's go back to PMDC. I was expelled from the PMDC. I did not leave voluntarily. I was expelled upon the basis that I have too close relationship with President Nkrumah and the APC.
Because they saw you as this.
I just want to set the record straight that I did not leave the PMDC.
They saw you as a mole.
I did not leave the PMDC. I was expelled from the PMDC.
Because they thought you had betrayed because of PMDC.
The only PMDC party I left is the UDM. And the APC, I was suspended.
And you left UDM because you wanted to support Ernest Koromaa's second term.
Oh, yes.
So you killed UDM so Ernest Koroma would get victory in 2012.
Let me tell you this, Asmiro.
I'm sure you agree with me, right?
Let me tell you this, Asmiro. I left, I stepped down from the presidential race because UDM at that time was going big. If I had stayed in the race, that election, 2012, would have gone for runoff. Because when I resigned, we have 142,000 members, UDM, which by estimation, that will be like 4 or 5 percentage points, right there. Then the president called me, we sat with him.
Ernest Koroma?
Yes, we go over that. I decided to drop out.
Well, I mean, all I say, it was he, Ernest Bai Koroma, who bankrolled you, who funded you to establish UDM, so that he will use UDM as a proxy sort of. And on the eve of election, he told you to step out of the race.
All that I can say, I am very sorry to Sierra Leoneans.
Didn't Ernest Koroma bankroll the UDM?
I am very sorry to Sierra Leoneans.
Didn't Ernest Bai Koroma bankroll the UDM?
To some extent, yes, because he was a friend of mine.
And he wanted UDM to be there for the APC?
He wanted UDM to be there for him.
Okay. And did you regret doing that?
I did not regret, because at the time when I took that decision, the APC and Ernest Bai Koroma was doing extremely well. He was doing extremely well in the country. So it was right for me to see him come back as second-term president. Yes, it is wrong for my supporters, but I'll tell you, nationally, it was right at that time.
Why did you choose PDP? Why do you want to choose PDP now?
Asmiru, let us wait for the time I will resign from the APC and join the PDP.
But it's a known fact now that you are heading to PDP.
And join the PDP. At that time, I will sit with you again and lay down the reasons why I chose the PDP.
So why are you leaving the APC now, or why do you want to leave the APC?
Well, I left the APC.
You've left the APC already?
No, I'm leaving the APC due to I am not welcome anymore in the party.
How can you be welcomed?
I am not welcome.
In 2023, the party took a decision that its members of parliament...
That is a stupid, very stupid and dumb decision. That's why I don't go with them. That was very stupid and dumb decision. That's why I did not go with them. And it's already come to play. 3 months down the road, they went to parliament.
After negotiation?
Negotiation for what? Did you get back the results of the elections? The reason why they told me not to go to parliament. Did they? Did they get back Samura Kamara as president of this country? Because that's what the argument they advance. That don't go to parliament. Sit down, we'll pressure the government, then they will release the results. Then Dr. Samura Kamara will become president.
And you found that very unconvincing?
That is very, very. I see that as one of the most silly things to do. Silly thing to do. You have a president who has already took out of office, who has already appointed cabinet ministers, parastatals, ambassadors. The government was running. If you have problem with the election result, I said to them, let us go to court. Let us challenge this election result to court. But allow us to go to parliament. The same time, we go to court.
Were you a lone man in that fight? Were you a lone man? Were you a lone voice?
Almost all the members of parliament agree with me.
But they didn't go.
Well, they didn't go.
Only two of you and Honorable Thompson.
No, they didn't go for a reason known to them. I went because I respected the constitution of this country. I am a Democrat. I respected the constitution of this country. And I went.
But your party felt, your party said, your party felt cheated.
My party is underneath the constitution of this country. The constitution of the republic is supreme. It's supreme. And if the constitution says that I have to go take an oath of office as an elected member of parliament, I have to go take the oath of office. Definitely. That did not stop me to challenge the election results. But they said no. Let us don't go to parliament. That is the way we can force the government. And especially so when the decision for us not to go to parliament was taken by few people in the party.
Who are they?
The national executive. Few people
in the
party led by 001. The 001 chief executive. And I say this, for heaven's sake, why do you have a chief executive in the APC? The APC is a political party. It is not a business entity. It's
you referring to the chairman?
Yes, it's only a business entity that you have business executive.
But I mean, the SLP, SLP has chairman.
They have chairman.
Dr. Prince Abby.
Yes, they have chairman.
And you have President B as leader.
As leader. Of course.
The APC also has.
They are not.
Binkalu Mansari as chairman.
The APC, yes, they have Binkalu Mansari as chairman. And now he is CEO. 001. The point I'm making is the 001 and CEO. I'm making. But that is with them. If they want to call him James Bond, it's with them. It's with them. And that is one of the many reasons I'm leaving them at this time. I'm leaving them. Especially so when the decision not to go to parliament was taken by few people, the executive, without consulting with the members of parliament. We, the members of parliament, only came to know about this decision via press release.
So you claim that they forced the decision down your throat?
Of course, they forced the decision down the throat of the rest of the other members of parliament.
No. When exactly are you planning to leave this?
I'm leaving next year. I'm leaving next year.
Why next year?
Yes, next year. It's my time. It's a political decision I'm making.
Even, I mean, what you are saying now can best be described as anti-party activity.
So it suits them very well, the APC. If they want to, it's their own business. What I'm saying is, I am quitting the APC at a very convenient point.
So when you quit the APC, are you also resigning as a member of parliament?
Oh, definitely. I am resigning my seat as a member of parliament and go join the PDP survey.
Okay. So why the PDP?
Why the PDP? You wait for the time. I will tell you why the PDP. For now.
Is it because it's a northern-based party
formed
by your late uncle Tony Bangura?
For now, I will reserve all of that for the day I will join the PDP survey.
One school of thought is saying you are going to the PDP because maybe come 2020 there might be a runoff, and you want to use PDP as a bargaining chip. That's the time the SLPP and the APC or any other party that may go into a runoff will bargain with you.
Let me tell you, Asmiro.
Is that one of your games?
Let me tell you. In politics, there are no games. There are no games in politics. If they think it's one of my game, let them wait and see what will happen. It happens in Senegal. It's going to happen back in Sierra Leone.
Another thought says you are being bancooled by the current establishment to go and form a party that is northern-based to destabilize the base of the APC.
I don't want to delve into hypothetical questions. Yeah.
Deny that.
I will tell you for sure that I was very close to Anesbai Koroma, and I'm very close to Julius Malabiu as president. And I will be one of the few politicians who has the privilege to enjoy that relationship.
Why?
I am one of the few politicians.
Yeah, I know why.
Let me tell you, I am one of the few politicians. I am one of the few politicians. Now, take it this way. If you are a friend to the president out of 7 million people, the president chooses you to be friend with him, then the president is from my own party. Then out of 7 million people again, the president again chooses you. That president is from another party. It means there is something in you which is so special.
And what is that?
Which is so special.
So do you want to tell the people, say, what that special thing is?
Let me tell you, Sierra Leoneans. I am one of the few Sierra Leoneans that have a country at heart. I am genuine. I am genuine to what I do. I cut across the spectrum of politics. Devoid my political party. I cut across. When I am with you, definitely, I am going to speak my mind to you. I will tell you, Mr. President, this is not good. Please, sir. That is good.
Do you often speak with President Bio?
Oh, yes, I hope to say that to President Bio and President Koroma. And that is the relationship I had with them. That is the relationship. It is not a relationship where you go bootlick, spoil people, talk about this, talk about that. I talk about national issue with them. And because of that, they enjoy a lot of someone to sit with them, tell them when a topical issue in the country, that individual has the mind to come sit with them.
But your critics say, your critics say you are like a mercenary.
How?
I mean, when Ernest Koroma was in power, for example, I mean, he bankrolled UDM, and he used UDM so that when the election came, that UDM was going to get out of the
He
East.
did not bankroll UDM.
And
he
now
he bankrolled me.
No, but
as a friend, as a
leader of UDM,
as a friend.
Why didn't he bankroll up? He bankrolled you because you had formed you.
No, as a friend. If I come to you, you are my friend, personal friend, and said, ask me, Roba, you know I have a party. Now I have difficulties. Please help me with something so I can take care of my party.
Do politicians normally do that?
Listen. Help me with something so I can help solve some of the problems. As a personal friend, you do.
But we are both politicians.
Yeah, as a personal friend, you do. Yeah. So that's what I did to President Koroma. So if I'm going to do that to Julius Maada Bio,
are you doing that?
What
is he doing that to you now?
No, I'm saying.
Is he financing you?
No, but I don't have a party yet. Until I move to the PDP Sobe, then you can ask that question. Where am I getting my money from? You can ask that question. But for somebody who has been in politics for 17 years, for someone who has been a cabinet minister and a member of parliament, for someone who has been chairman for all political parties, that person must have known few people outside the country to help him in a fight. That is me.
However, one of the things,
I am not novice in politics. I am not a newcomer in politics. I could remember when I came to this country, you are the first journalist to cover one of my events. You are the first. People see me as a small boy. They think I was talking, I was bragging. I ran for PMDC as a public relations officer for 3 months when I came to this country. And I won by overwhelming margin. Since then, was a snowball up to this time. I
mean, one of the key decisions you took was to go after the then UN rep in Sierra Leone, Michael von Schulenburg. And I have spoken to some highly placed politicians, including APC. They said that was a very wrong decision by you, and that's affected the relationship between the United Nations and the then APC government.
I don't care. I did that because I knew he was stepping out of his
bounds.
Yes, he was stepping out of his job, and that was what I cared for.
Who pushed you to do that?
That was what I cared for. He already said that even in the APC they were not happy. So who would push me?
Some say President.
How can Michael Koroma push me to do something against his own party?
No, I'm not saying APC was against. I'm saying some people said what you did affected the relationship between UN and the APC, United Nations and the APC.
No, United Nations knew what I did was wrong, was right. That was why, white people, United Nations, they just don't take decision like that. You must have the evidence. And I went to New York with the evidence. And I presented the evidence to the UN Secretary General.
And one of the allegations you made was that he was meddling into politics.
Oh, yes.
And he only visited the opposition party then, SLPP.
The evidence I
but as a UN man, he was expected to mix with everyone.
If that was the only thing, the evidence I had was sufficient enough for United Nations to consider him as a personal non grata.
Do you still stand by that?
Of course.
Don't you have any regrets?
No regret, because I knew I won.
But when President Bio came to power, Schulenburg was invited and he was given an award by President Bio.
Of course.
And President Bio is your friend.
Of course.
And he gave an award to a man that you drove out of this country.
That is President Bio. I did not go after Michael Schulenburg on my own. I had the evidence, and I took the evidence to United Nations to his superior. They evaluated the evidence. They knew I was right. They said, you have to come back to New York.
The program you're watching is Bottom Line. My guest today is, he is a face in this country, Honorable Mohamed Bangura, who has begun his journey into leaving the APC and moving to, well, likely the PDP party. The number you can send your messages to is 034-100-444. You can also send your messages to the SLBC TV. We are streamlining this program live on SLBC TV. Let's go for a short break. After the break, we are going to bring to you Vox Pop from Sierra Leoneans who have made their own opinions about Honorable Mohamed Bangura. Let's go for a short break. David, what's happening? You are watching Bottom Line from the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation with me, Asmiba. Well, Bottom Line took the camera out to sample the opinion of Sierra Leoneans concerning the issue we are discussing today about Honorable Mohamed Bangura leaving PC and joining the People's Movement for Democracy, the PDP. He's yet to do that, but all indications are that very soon he will join the PDP. Let's now bring to you those voices.
Now, Luis M. Kanu, Missy say all man get your opinion. It depends on the aim and objective way it go stand on. Like we the young man there, we quick for even go into a direction where we will see vision. Because like me I not stick to party. I look towards how me future to say this man in a very short time we will change this system to social system who will benefit with the youngs. Like for now, they ride bike, not like say that I be vision before, but it depends to say for now not just sit down. So if you take on to say that party want go, it depends. So what you want stand for.
Yeah, name Juma Bari. Politicians they know they serve the interests of the people. Now they don't interest me. Me not a big thing to me. For them, Mohamed Bangura be like how he be. We Mohamed Bangura, it just happens that today we see them soon. We now will be the club for UDM because at that time we'll be the sister alone, one way in the other. We'll be there, we'll be snap, we'll go office snap at them. And they can all get to it, we'll get in and school, man. They avoid it makes us say, we'll be if we say, we don't get youth man party because the country be the yarn for youth man. We don't even say we don't get youth man party, so I go to follow. Call all youth man they will suffer because we now one of them. We just now from that thing they will get idea from that day. Now make a reverse, I don't put face. But anything we concerning politics in Sierra Leone, I just go back. I can make my own buffer. I do permit to make a work because Mohamed Bangura na first person will disappoint all the youth man.
My name is Mohamed Kago, aka DJ Babis, because really it don't make sense according to my idea. Because I believe say it's good to us that kind of level you see where Mohamed Bangura left from APC, they go to PMDC or PDP. Because to my own idea, I look at and say we all for the stay one side. It's good towards the level according to how Mohamed Bangura they try to do some things them. So I believe saying that they count corruption at the country because really things not easy for we with the guy for let things go before. So like this guy where Mohamed Bangura if he say he do so and if he say he right.
Samuel Soare, me no get me own view about that man. The man I know him personally. I be know him PMDC. And na PMDC me be know him. And when I make a grow up, na become a Chasma guy. From there, be the Canada. He come and then at the party. And when Canada party there, he be bull up the party. Anyway, people that vote for become a young man. From there, after APC win, when he go, a breakaway. Scatter the party. they go APC. And when they go APC, not in one go, they go different, big alleged there. They go back, they did it from there back, and left the APC, they go from UDM. Normally, it come from where they form UDM first, where it did it, a scatter PMDC, go from UDM. From UDM, from there, and then UDM back, they go back to APC. So now that's thing, I know about that man there. But really, passionately, I know him. Actually, I don't know him too much. But now the man in your own opinion. Because anybody get in your opinion, who's going to elect you, now you did it. Who's going to not elect you, now you did it. Not so.
Well, those were the opinions of Sierra Leoneans concerning the topic we are discussing. Just had very opinions from that's a cross section of the members of the public. One said you formed UDM, abandoned it, went to the APC. The other one also claimed that you abandoned PMDC. So respond to those claims.
Well, if the chap who said that I abandoned Party A, Party B, Party Z, he had the privilege of watching us. From my explanation tonight, then he will know that I did not abandon the APC, neither the PMDC. I was pushed out of those two parties. That's the time I formed the UDM. As for the other chap that talked about corruption, that's his own level of thinking. That is his own level of seeing things. I will tell you, in fact, if you are suffering from corruption, I would say, wait the day I will join the PDP survey. Wait the day I will launch our manifesto. What I will say, what I will do, they will know that this gentleman is in to fight corruption for real.
Is PDP ready to accept you?
Yes, oh yes, 100%.
So why is it?
PDP is a national party.
So why is it that
they are open to everybody?
Why is that you want to lead the PDP when others had been in the party, they've suffered with the party, they come rain and sun, they've been there. You are only coming in now to lead the party, to be at the top.
I am joining the PDP as an ordinary member. Thereafter, I will explain to them my intention of leading the party. It's open. It's a leadership race in the party. Anybody else who wants to run for leader is open. Anybody who wants to run against Mohamed Bangura or whoever is open. You have to go through membership, you go through a delegate conference. They have to be voted for these positions. So,
have you sought the advice of your former good friend or your former president by Nkrumah?
I don't need to sort advice from anybody.
But he's your good friend now.
Yes, I talk to him. I do.
When last did you speak with him?
It's a private conversation.
I'm not asking for the comment. When last did you speak with him?
I spoke to him recently.
Did you discuss that with him?
I spoke to him recently.
Did you discuss
what we discussed is personal.
So you didn't discuss with you?
It is
you sure living in the APC?
Personal as well.
But what if he were to call you and say, "Hey, Mohamed, don't leave the APC"?
I would say, "No, sorry, I'm leaving APC."
What if that affects your friendship?
No, it will not. I know Anis Nkrumah very well. It will never affect our relationship. He was once a member of PDP survey.
Yeah.
So all of these APC guys, about 80% of APC supporters, they were PDP survey. So it is just about time PDP asks the supporters to come back home. Come back home and support the party. That's all.
So
it's not a new party.
Is that not a bargaining chip So you are now holding on something that you will show you want to show the APC. Yes, I have something that I can hold on. You are going to come to me begging if there is a runoff in 2028.
I don't think it's a bargaining chip. Let us wait for the election. When they had the elections and the results were announced, we know where everyone is. Then we can talk about that.
I mean, what's your take on those who are supporting Dr. Samura Kamara? Some of them still hold this view that Dr. Samura Kamara won the election. What's your view? Do you believe that Samura Kamara won the election?
Let me tell you, Asmiro, won or lose the elections, Dr. Samura Kamara is badly treated in the APC. I will say this. I am no fan of Dr. Samura Kamara. I am no fan. I have question on his leadership. But the way he's treated now in the APC, that is the wrong way.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm asking you about...
I'm saying this.
Do you believe
they are now saying Dr. Samura Kamara, the party will have go to court. By then, they wanted to go to court. It was Dr. Samura Kamara who stopped them. That's what they are saying. They are now saying Dr. Samura Kamara went and see President Biyu on his own. That is what they are now saying.
So are you debunking that?
I am saying what I'm saying. If you, the chairman, or you, the secretary general, or PRO, party executive, you are the very individual who were going around denying the elections of Julius Maada Bio. You came out that Dr. Samura Kamara won the election. The APC won the election. Yeah? So you were election deniers. Everybody in the APC, they were election deniers.
So also was Dr. Samura Kamara.
So also I'm saying that. I'm saying now, at this point in time, why they want to cast everything to Dr. Samura Kamara.
No, but well, I mean,
they too must take responsibility.
The executive said after the negotiation, the one they entered into, they said, as far as they are concerned, the election is over now. But Dr. Samura Kamara and his team are saying the election is not over yet.
It's wrong.
Justice.
It's wrong.
And as we speak, he was invited to the CID.
I'm saying this.
The notice that they said videos were circulating where they refer to him as president-elect.
That's right.
So I don't know whether he sees himself, but some of his people sees him as president-elect. And
he's not president-elect. He's President Maada Bio. He's the president of this republic. So whatever opinion he might have for the elections, it's time for him to move on.
But he hasn't moved on. He's still held on to that.
Well, that is his own business.
Do you know my
have you
advised him?
I am saying that the APC executive did not treat Samura Kamara issue with maturity. That's what I'm saying.
So what was the issue?
And Dr. Samura Kamara remains to be the most popular person in the APC.
Would you encourage him to run again?
That's with him. All I'm saying, if you want, come join me. Come.
So you're asking someone to come join the PDP?
Come to the PDP survey.
So if he goes to PDP, will you allow him to become the flag bearer or you compete with him?
The PDP national executive will look at all of the conditions. Yeah? They will look at all of the conditions. It's not me to answer. I'm only saying that, come to the PDP.
So have you reached out to him already?
No. I don't reach out to him.
Would you reach out to him later?
I will reach out to him.
To invite him to join the PDP?
Oh, yes. That's what I'm going to do. But I have not reached out to him. And I'll tell you this, Asmiro. They think I'm alone. Watch me.
So who are behind you?
Watch me. Watch me. The day I will resign from the APC and join the PDP survey, you see supporters of APC names, you'll be shocked.
You want to give us some of those names?
No, I've just said that. You'll be shocked. The APC themselves will be shocked. So I am not alone. I am not alone.
Okay. What about the base of the PDP? People say is a northern-based party. you don't cut across. And if you go to the Southeast, for example, I mean, the presence of PDP is not that felt.
That is how this country political landscape is. You know, the SLPP, the Southeastern Party, because the founding members of the party are from there.
No, the founding members of the SLPP also came from the north.
No, I'm saying.
By Farmatas, for example.
No, majority of them, they are from there. And people see the SLPP as their own party. The APC or the PDP Sobe, the same thing.
So you guys continue the same?
No, this is the same thing. Yeah? It's now the ability of you as a leader to bring those to bring those the country.
Do you have that ability?
Oh yes. That is the reason why I've been friends with two presidents. President Bill, President.
No, maybe someone say maybe you are a wheeler dealer. That's why you are friends with friends.
What do you wheeler deal? What do you wheeler deal?
Someone who runs errands for presidents.
What do you wheeler deal?
A fixer, in other words.
No, I'm not a fixer. I am only there to tell you the truth. President Koroba, President Badabio, I am only there to tell.
Why are you not? Why are you not friends with opposition leaders? You are only friends with presidents.
Which opposition leader? I am from the opposition. I am from the opposition. Why?
In Parliament,
you had a very strained relationship with the now former Speaker, Dr. Abbas Bundu, and you even claimed that he removed you from the ECOWAS.
Of course. What he did was undemocratic. What he did was unparliamentary. By removing me from the ECOWAS list. And they know that. He himself knew that.
Why did he remove you?
Only himself to answer. I knew by the statutory parliamentary order, I supposed to be ECOWAS. But because he's the head of parliament, he did the wrong thing by removing me. And that
you suspect a hand. You suspect a hand behind that action by
that action was not taken lightly by members of parliament,
including the APC.
Members of parliament,
including the APC.
By members of parliament, I'm saying. They knew what he did was wrong.
Did your party reject when your name was deleted? When your name was removed?
They were dancing. They were dancing. They were singing loud. Oh, we got him. But today, I am deputy leader, Pan-African delegation.
What's your relationship with leader of your
I enjoyed a very good relationship, amicably, with all the APC members of parliament.
But they see you like a black sheep among them.
Well, if they see me like that, it's with them.
Do you feel comfortable sitting among them?
Well, I'm black anyway. So if they call me black sheep, if they call me white sheep, then I have to ask them why. Because I'm black.
So, precisely, Honorable Bangura, you said you are going to resign next year. What would you be doing from now on to next year? This whole 2025?
Going around the country.
Criticizing the APC?
This is one of the things that we have to put to rest in this country. When you come into politics, talk about yourself. Lay your ideas to the people. Talk about your policies. Forget about SLPP. Forget about APC. The people know. You know. You see, you have filled the APC role. Yeah? You felt the SLPP role. So why are you going into them as a third party coming in? Talk about you. Lay down your policies. How they will better than APC and SLPP. If people want to vote for you, they will vote for you. I will have less to talk about SLPP or APC. Because everybody knows them now. They have all lived under their rule.
So you think it's a high time PDP is voted to form the next government of this country by 2028?
If God will it, PDP Sobe is going to form the next government of this country.
Do you have what it takes to become president of Sierra Leone, Honorable Bangura?
I believe so.
The highest pressure you've held was being a minister for 14 months, according to you, and now a member of parliament. Do you think that's enough So give
give
you the leadership of this country.
If I'm fortunate to be the PDP presidential candidate, I knew that Asbiru, you yourself will vote for me. You yourself will vote for me. Looking at my journey from APC, from PMDC, from the day I joined PMDC, up to this point, I have just going strong, steadily, up to this point.
What's your relationship with Charles Francis Magai?
Oh, it's very good.
You left, but there was a time that you had a very sour relationship with him.
No, it's very good.
No, I said there was a time.
Oh, yes.
I remember when you left whether they expelled you or not from
yes.
You were all over the place castigating him.
Yes.
So have you now?
And I when my phone is not here.
Yeah.
I will have to show you the phone. My phone. The past 2 weeks, him and I spoke lengthily. I always called him. We talked about politics, national issues. He held me in high esteem, and I held him in high esteem. If I am today where I am, he's one of the main person.
But you are one of those who went after him in 2012 when the relationship between PMDC and APC.
I did not.
When the marriage ended.
I did not. I only at that time talked about the problems he has.
Do you feel you get some of the things you said about him?
No.
Do you still stand? I can't repeat some of the things you said about him. So do you still stand by those?
I still stand by my words. I still stand by that. And I'll tell you for sure, if I was a bad guy, CF Magai would have never, at this point in time, encouraged me again.
Your late uncle
called me my son.
Okay. And you see him as
a father,
as a fatherly figure?
Yes.
Okay. How would you describe him as a politician of this country?
I will tell you for sure, CF Magai is a nice person. Only that he sometimes go backward.
How would you describe Anes Bai Koroma?
Anes Bai Koroma? Anes Koroma, I would say he is a successful president. He has his own shortfalls because of he is someone who takes to what people say.
He likes gossip, in other words?
I would say he encouraged gossip. He did not like it, but he encouraged gossip. You know, and he sometimes acted
on gossips.
On that, yes.
What about President Bio? What can you say about him?
President Bio is a nice man. That I'll tell you. If you are privileged to interact with President Bio, you will know that all the things that people talked about him. Oh, President Bio is a killer.
But you are one of those people.
I'm telling you, President Bio is a killer. President Bio.
You did say that. I remember hosting you in 2012.
That's the politics. That's the politics. If all I'm saying, if you have that time, I was not close to you. That's why I said.
So you said,
if you are privileged.
So do you just saying those things about him?
If you are privileged, yeah, you will be realizing that.
No, but I don't want Bangura.
He is.
I want to.
He is one of the coolest. He is one of the coolest guys.
But I want to believe, even when you said those things 2012 against candidate Bio, then you knew his personality, but you still went ahead and said some bad things about him.
I only know him to be President Bio, my mother Bio at that time. I always see him as a contender.
Well, he was.
I always see him as a contender.
I listened to you in one radio station. You said when you had your wedding, you invited him.
Oh yes.
So meaning he was a friend of yours.
Yes.
But you still went ahead and said things about you.
No. This is you're talking about 2017 now.
Okay.
It's 2017. We'll be friends.
Honorable Bangura, I think I need to say thank you for coming to the bottom line.
Pleasure being with you.
It's been great talking to you.
Good.
We want to wish you well.
Thank you.
Well, thanks to Honorable Mohammed Bangura, who, well, when he makes his announcement, when he leaves the APC, we'll definitely invite him here again to share with us the reasons. As far as he's concerned, he has not given us the reasons for now, but he said he will share the reasons why he is leaving the APC. Well, thanks to the production team for thanks to my producers, David Williams, Tete Kwashi, Kagbo de bini cameraman, control Suleiman, Samura Senesi Makavore, Joseph Fason Amor, Shaku Sumalambia, and the rest of the team I have been was Asmiba. Till we join you again for a fresh edition on Thursday. God bless you. Goodbye.
A place cannot produce poems. It can only not prevent them. And Freetown is good at that, for Freetown has its own sudden elegances. People are slow to leave it, quick to return. And there are others who come for a year or two and stay for a lifetime, sensing that they found a city that is in the world, yet sufficiently on the edge of it to have a different resonance.
Let me tell you something about this city. All of us, we're all just passing through, and we've all been here forever.
Those who came, those who stayed, those who never returned. Tides turn, seasons change, we've waited and we've watched. But we've always been here, we've always listened, because there is a different resonance here. It comes from the river, and the land, and the sky.
It's our place. All of us.
This city belongs to everyone.
And you know when it's your time.
And it's our time.
Listen, we are Freetown.
We are Freetown!
The golden rules of Freetown.
Don't pretend you're something that you're not.
Don't go thinking you're better than anyone else.
Or that anyone else is better than you.
Don't shout about it. Get on with it.
We are Freetown.
Freetown.
Freetown!
Yeah.
We found our voice again.
I'm from India and Freetown.
I'm from China and Freetown.
I'm from the UK and Freetown.
I am from Nigeria and Freetown.
I am from home and Freetown.
This city belongs to everyone.
The fishermen,
the taxi driver,
the barber,
the drummers, the dancers.
All of us.
All of us. Everybody. We are Freetown.
The past is ours.
The future is ours. It's our time again.
And this city belongs to everyone.
The playwright,
the greengrocer,
the teacher,
the dog.
This space is ours.
This light is ours.
The beaches are ours.
The rivers now we own.
The roads are ours.
The bridges now we own.
We are Freetown.
We are all visitors and we've all been here forever.
We've got the mightiest river.
And the biggest sky.
And there's a resonance again.
Freetown. Freetown.
We are proud of this place.
We love this city.
And we want you to love it too.
come here and you'll feel it, that end of the line sense of freedom. Say yes to Freetown. Say yes to freedom.
Discover Sierra Leone, a hidden gem of West Africa, where the rhythms of life dance in harmony with the beauty of nature.
Feel the heartbeat of our culture in every beat of the drum, in every step of the dance.
Experience the tranquility of our shores, where each sunrise brings new stories and endless possibilities.
Immerse yourself in the vibrant tapestry of our daily life, where every color tells a tale and every face a friend.
Come, be enchanted by the sights and sounds of Sierra Leone.
A place where your adventure awaits
and memories are made.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation coming up with its special Valentine's program from the 1st to the 14th of February as love cuts across boundaries.
So, get set as the SLBC Commercial and Marketing Department has created the platform where individuals, organizations, and businesses can send love messages to their loved ones. We appreciate our customers and other partners using this platform to demonstrate love and care.
The program will be aired on SLBC TV twice on Valentine's Day, February 14, at a cost of 450 leones only.
If interested, you can invite us to your business place from the 1st to the 12th of February. We will record your 1-minute message that will be properly edited and broadcast. Your video will be inserted. So, be romantic and show some love to your loved ones.
So, try us today. You will never regret you did, as the sky will be your limit.
Alternatively, you can send your 1-minute edited videos by WhatsApp on 076-920-510 and send your payment on Orange Money on 072-552 744.
Please note that SLBC reserves the right not to air your videos if the content has nudity or contains illegal materials, as the facility is open to everyone. So come to the SLBC and pay 80 leones to be recorded.
For more information, call on 076 920 510.
My African queen, I love you, I love you.
A place cannot produce poems. It can only not prevent them. And Freetown is good at that, for Freetown has its own sudden elegances. People are slow to leave it, quick to return. And there are others who come for a year or two and stay for a lifetime, sensing that they found a city that is in the world, yet sufficiently on the edge of it to have a different resonance.
Let me tell you something about this city. All of us, we're all just passing through, and we've all been here forever.
Those who came, those who stayed, those who never returned. Tides turn, seasons change, we've waited and we've watched. But we've always been here. We've always listened, because there is a different resonance here. It comes from the river, and the land, and the sky.
It's our place. All of us.
This city belongs to everyone.
And you know when it's your time.
And it's our time.
Listen, we are Freetown.
The golden rules of Freetown.
Don't pretend you're something that you're not.
Don't go thinking you're better than anyone else,
or that anyone else is better than you.
Don't shout about it. Get on with it.
We are Freetown.
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 Yeah.
We found our voice again.
I'm from India and Freetown.
I'm from China and Freetown.
I'm from the UK and Freetown.
I am from Nigeria and Freetown.
I am from home and Freetown.
This city belongs to everyone.
The fishermen,
the taxi driver,
The barber.
the drummers, the dancers.
All of us.
All of us, everybody, we are Freetown.
The past is ours.
The future is ours. It's our time again.
And this city belongs to everyone.
The playwright.
The greengrocer.
The teacher,
The dog.
This space is ours.
This light is ours.
The beaches are ours.
the rivers now we own.
The roads are ours.
The bridges now we own.
We are Freetown.
We are all visitors and we've all been here forever.
We've got the mightiest river.
And the biggest sky.
And there's a resonance again.
Freetown. Freetown. We are proud of this place.
We love this city.
And we want you to love it too.
We are proud of this place.
Na pass we all dey pass like stranger dem, but we all don dey here from tell. Come here and you'll feel it, that end of the line sense of freedom. Say yes to Freetown. Say yes to freedom.
African queen.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation coming up with its special Valentine's program from the 1st to the 14th of February as love cuts across boundaries.
So, get set as the SLBC Commercial and Marketing Department has created the platform where individuals, organizations, and businesses can send love messages to their loved ones. We appreciate our customers and other partners using this platform to demonstrate love and care.
The program will be aired on SLBC TV twice on Valentine's Day, February 14, at a cost of 450 leones only.
If interested, you can invite us to your business place from the 1st to the 12th of February. We will record your 1-minute message that will be properly edited and broadcast. Your video will be inserted. So, be romantic and show some love to your loved ones.
So, try us today. You will never regret you did, as the sky will be your limit.
Alternatively, you can send your 1-minute edited videos by WhatsApp on 076 920 510 and send your payment on Orange Money on 072 552 744.
Please note that SLBC reserves the right not to air your videos if the content has nudity or contains illegal materials, as the facility is open to everyone. So come to the SLBC and pay 80 leones to be recorded.
For more information, call on 076 920 510.
My African queen, I love you, I love you.
A place cannot produce poems. It can only not prevent them. And Freetown is good at that, for Freetown has its own sudden elegances. People are slow to leave it, quick to return. And there are others who come for a year or two and stay for a lifetime, sensing that they found a city that is in the world, yet sufficiently on the edge of it to have a different resonance.
Let me tell you something about this city. All of us, we're all just passing through, and we've all been here forever.
Those who came, those who stayed, those who never returned. Tides turn, seasons change, we've waited and we've watched. But we've always been here, we've always listened, because there is a different resonance here. It comes from the river, and the land, and the sky.
It's our place. All of us.
This city belongs to everyone.
And you know when it's your time.
And it's our time.
Listen, we are Freetown. We are Freetown!
The golden rules of Freetown.
Don't pretend you're something that you're not.
Don't go thinking you're better than anyone else,
or that anyone else is better than you.
Don't shout about it. Get on with it.
We are Freetown!
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 Yeah!
We found our voice again.
I'm from India and Freetown.
I'm from China and Freetown.
I'm from the UK and Freetown.
I am from Nigeria and Freetown.
I am from home and Freetown.
This city belongs to everyone.
The fishermen,
the taxi driver,
the barber,
the drummers, the dancers,
all of us.
All of us. Everybody. We are Freetown.
The past is ours.
The future is ours. It's our time again.
And this city belongs to everyone.
The playwright,
the greengrocer,
the teacher,
the dog.
This space is ours.
This light is ours.
The beaches are ours.
The rivers, now we own.
The roads are ours.
The bridges, now we own.
We are Freetown.
We are all visitors and we've all been here forever.
We've got the mightiest river
and the biggest sky.
And there's a resonance again.
Freetown, Freetown.
We are proud of this place.
We love this city.
And we want you to love it too.
We are proud of this place.
Na pass we all dey pass like stranger dem, but we all don dey from there. Come here, and you'll feel it, that end of the line sense of freedom. Say yes to Freetown. Say yes to freedom.
Where use? You get use?
Yes, I get use.
This is the program where they give you the use where they happen all about the country.
Inside where use, we go take you text, Facebook and WhatsApp message. You complain where you go send as letter to the producer. We dey announce about things them working lost and plenty more.
We idea all about the country. But you self can help for bring the use to your area.
Where use? The original program where they give you updates.
Where use? You get use?
Yes, I get use.
Life no go ever sweet without
that thing what we call love. Now that make
Love Factor a very good program where any big person can look and enjoy.
Now the kind program where you for spend time for watch. Now the kind program where you for spend time for sit down for look.
And this program it made I don't learn from and I wonder you save life.
The Love Factor show is about family, love, counseling,
relationship. We say we build and maintain relationship. This is a program. We say we counsel you for let you know how for them with your partner. Let you know how for settle disputes between you and your heart to heart.
Well, you don't hear it for yourself.
Join the Love Factor team
every Sunday, 10 p.m.
for help make we all enjoy love and peace.
We are the national broadcaster, and I am Sulaiman Baba Toure, a reporter and presenter at the SLBC. Your voice, my voice.
From the commercial department, I am Regina Bangura. You are watching SLBC. Your voice, my voice.
I am Jonathan Turner, a reporter for Silent Broadcasting Corporation, SLBC. As a reporter, I do stories on education, health, politics, and more. Stay glued with SLBC to watch my stories. Your voice, my voice.
Lucian Ganda, producer Weyus, and producer and presenter Christian Editions on TV. This is the SLBC.
I am William Wise, presenter Weyus and also reporter at the SLBC, and this is the SLBC.
I am Salma Tabak, television executive producer. I produce programs on both radio and television. I'm a news anchor, a presenter, an announcer on radio. I enjoy what I do because I serve a public service broadcaster. It's a pleasure to work with the SLBC. I am Tilly Koma, Head of News and Current Affairs Unit, Silent Broadcasting Corporation. Our news hour now covers several segments. We have entertainment, business, weather, sports, ferry schedule, and human interest stories, not forgetting politics. We are doing all that to keep you people posted on what's happening all over the country. Thanks for being with us at SLBC. Keep blue. We are the best.
Weyus, you get use?
Yes, I get use.
This is the program where they give you the use where they happen all about the country.
Inside Weyus, we go take you text, Facebook, and WhatsApp message. You complain where you will send as letter to the producer. We dey announce about things them working lost and plenty more.
We are there all about the country, but you self help for being the use to your area.
Weyus, the original program where they give you updates.
Weyus, you get use?
Yes, I get use.
A place cannot produce poems. It can only not prevent them. And Freetown is good at that, for Freetown has its own sudden elegances. People are slow to leave it, quick to return. And there are others who come for a year or two and stay for a lifetime, sensing that they found a city that is in the world, yet sufficiently on the edge of it to have a different resonance.
Let me tell you something about this city. All of us, we're all just passing through, and we've all been here forever.
Those who came, those who stayed, those who never returned. Tides turn, seasons change, we've waited and we've watched. But we've always been here, we've always listened, because there is a different resonance here. It comes from the river, and the land, and the sky.
It's our place. All of us.
This city belongs to everyone.
And you know when it's your time.
And it's our time.
Listen, we are Freetown.
The golden rules of Freetown.
Don't pretend you're something that you're not.
Don't go thinking you're better than anyone else.
Or that anyone else is better than you.
Don't shout about it. Get on with it.
We are Freetown. Freetown.
Freetown.
Yeah.
We found our voice again.
I'm from India and Freetown.
I'm from China and Freetown.
I'm from the UK and Freetown.
I am from Nigeria and Freetown.
I am from home and Freetown.
This city belongs to everyone.
The fishermen,
The taxi driver,
The barber,
the drummers, the dancers.
All of us.
All of us. Everybody. We are Freetown.
The past is ours.
the future is ours. It's our time again.
and this city belongs to everyone.
The playwright,
The greengrocer,
The teacher,
the dog.
This space is ours.
this light is ours.
the beaches are ours. The rivers now we own.
The roads are ours.
The bridges now we own.
We are Freetown.
We are all visitors and we've all been here forever.
We've got the mightiest river.
And the biggest sky.
And there's a resonance again.
Freetown. Freetown.
We are proud of this place.
We love this city.
And we want you to love it too.
We are proud of this place.
Na pass we all dey pass like stranger dem, but we all don dey here from there. Come here, and you'll feel it, that end of the line sense of freedom. Say yes to Freetown. Say yes to freedom.
African queen.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation coming up with its special Valentine's program from the 1st to the 14th of February as love cuts across boundaries.
So, get set as the SLBC Commercial and Marketing Department has created the platform where individuals, organizations, and businesses can send love messages to their loved ones. We appreciate our customers and other partners using this platform to demonstrate love and care.
The program will be aired on SLBC TV twice on Valentine's Day, February 14, at a cost of 450 leones only.
If interested, you can invite us to your business place from the 1st to the 12th of February. We will record your 1-minute message that will be properly edited and broadcast. Your video will be inserted. So, be romantic and show some love to your loved ones.
So, try us today. You will never regret you did, as the sky will be your limit.
Alternatively, you can send your 1-minute edited videos by WhatsApp on 076-920-510 and send your payment on Orange Money on 072-552-744.
Please note that SLBC reserves the right not to air your videos if the content has nudity or contains illegal materials, as the facility is open to everyone. So come to the SLBC and pay 80 leones to be recorded.
For more information, call on 076-920-510.
My African queen, I love you, I love you.